A service of KIBMradio.com, the Internet's home for an all old-time radio.
Smiles in Town Hall tonight, folks. 60 minutes of fun and music brought to you by Ipana Toothpaste and Sal Hepatica. Ipana for the smile of beauty. Sal Hepatica for the smile of health. Fun from Hollywood with our star comedian Fred Allen, who tonight brings us Jack Benny. Music by Peter Van Steeden. New features, new music, new laughs. It's Town Hall tonight. Fred Allen leads his parade of stars to the old town hall. Fred's leading the band dressed as Santa, followed by those claws in the theater sides of the mighty Allen Art Players. Let's join the happy crowd, folks. Everybody's going. Here they come, Speed Demons.
But, Sir Malcolm, you can't break the speed record here in Fairfield.
I must, old bean. I've got to get to my radio in a hurry. It's Town Hall tonight.
Balloonists.
You just came down, Professor Kickard. Why are you taking your balloon up again?
The radio reception is better in a stratosphere, lady. It's Town Hall tonight.
Deep sea divers.
Don't tell me you've located a sunken treasure in that wreck, Bill. Yeah, there's a radio down there that's still worse, and it's Jack Benny tonight.
Well, sir, here we are before the old town hall, and there's Fred with an old oil lamp making light of the folks as they pass inside. Let's listen.
Eeny, meeny, miny, and the more the merrier, folks. All roads lead to the old town hall. Now, don't jostle, madam.
Hi there, croak boy.
Hi, Pest. Hello, Mrs. Sider.
Is Jack Benny here tonight, Mr. Allen?
Not all here, but all there is of Benny you'll find on the inside. With a joke, a tune, and we're starting soon. So hurry.
You finished, Fred?
You bet, Harry. And it's up to Peter now. His first number is Be a Good Sport.
Well, I'll try, Fred. Let her go, Peter.
Be a good sport. Now don't you be a poor loser. Be a good sport. It's great to be a good loser. I mean, kind and be forgiving. Don't cry over spilled milk. How not to make a living? So be a good sport. What if today has its trouble? The weather report may show a lovely new marvel. Even if you live to be 100, life is still too short. So be a good ace, be a good scout, and be a good sport. What if today has its trouble? The weather report may show a lovely tomorrow. Even if you live to be 100, life is still too short. So be a good ace, be a good scout, be a good fellow, be a good sport.
Presenting that zealous star of Zazu's Azitherine xylophone zephyrs, titillating somnambulance satires, Xanax Zany of the cinema, Fred Allen in person.
Hello again. This
Go
is
up.
Jack Benny talking. Go away, boy. Oh, all right. See, right away. Get away from this microphone here. Good evening. We must get a weather strip put on the hall here. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Well, we have a nice night for it this evening, and before the Hollywood Weather Bureau butts in with a commercial to take the credit for the weather, I'll read you the town hall bulletin for tonight. Arch White, the first grocer to sell bacon sliced so thin that the streets had to be pinned to the fatty part, As a special announcement, Hard says that during the cold spell, he's taking out his dial phone and putting in one of the old stylers, folks. Hard says you can't use a dial phone with your mittens on, and it's so doggone cold in the store, if you take your mittens off, it'll frost your hangnail. So until it warms up, Hodge is inviting all mitten lovers to stop in and phone in comfort. So much for smart customer appeal around the village, and now for the town hall news. The curtain, Harry.
For certain, Fred.
The curtain for certain. A long fella, hey?
Oh, sir, I'm only 5'2", Fred.
The lights go out, and we bring you the latest news of the week.
The town hall news sees nothing, shows all. Washington, D.C. Government Weather Bureau predicts that backbone of recent cold wave is broken, and nation can expect moderate temperatures from now on. Town hall news, checking on recent snowstorms and below zero weather around the country, interviews prominent citizens affected. Tales of strange happenings are rampant in the land as a result of recent cold. At Bildad, Nova Scotia, Mr. Tufton Pump gives off-record statements.
How did you find the recent snap, Mr. Pump?
It's the worst storm I've seen in these parts in the past 10 years, all but 1 year.
Didn't you see a storm that year?
I didn't see nothing that year, son. I broke my glasses.
I see. Well, how cold was it, Mr. Pump?
Well, to give you a rough idea, our Townshend Club gave a community sing last week, and they called on me to solo.
What happened?
It was so doggone cold, I opened my mouth to sing Old Man River.
What came out?
An icicle 2 cornices long.
Thank you, Mr. Pump.
At Eau Claire, Wisconsin, Mrs. Nadine Whine, a housewife, tells her strange story.
You say it was real stormy, Mrs. Whine.
Lord, yes. Snow was so high yesterday, folks going by the house were stooping down to look in my transom.
Was it uncomfortable indoors?
I was chilled so bad, I shook half the spots off a polka dot Mother Hubbard.
Must have been cold, all right.
It was plumb bitter. Why, I sat down on a chair and thought I had a frostbite.
Wasn't it frostbite?
No, I was sitting onto my false teeth, the lowers.
Thank you, Mrs. Whine.
At Rockaway Beach, New York, 4 Dice Messbaum, retired pushcart baron, had ghastly experience in the cold wave.
What took place, Mr. Messbaum?
Why, what's happening to me should happen to a polo bear.
Did the cold affect you physically?
Not only physically, but financially.
Really? What happened?
For 15 years, my neighbor Gold Club, a tight word, but a good one, is owing me $4. Yesterday in a blizzard, I am meeting Gold Club.
Face to face?
Beard to beard, we are meeting. The temperature is below.
Below zero?
Below zero, he's asking. On top of the mercury, zero is looking like a halo yet.
But what about Gold Club?
Gold Club, all of a sudden getting sociable, is saying, Miss Bum, for 15 years I am owing you $4. And today you're catching me in a mood to settle.
Did you get the money?
Well, I'm putting out my hand in the cold to take it, and lo and behold, I'm hearing something dropping.
Was it the $4?
Not $4. It was 4 of my fingers. A climate, please.
Thank you, Mr. Messbaum.
At Hollywood, California, Miss Fern Fickle, loyal Californian, denies the very existence of a cold wave.
You say you didn't observe the sudden change in temperature, Miss Fickle?
In California, one doesn't discuss the weather with strangers, mister.
Why, not with strangers, huh? Only entre nous. Why, it was freezing. It was freezing last week.
Oh, yes, zero night. The Chamber of Commerce arranges it annually. It's to help people with swimming pools.
The Chamber of Commerce wants your swimming pools to freeze?
Yes. Once a year, we tip up the ice and sweep out the bottom of the pools.
You Californians take the cake.
No, we lower it back in the pool instantly.
You deny... You deny the existence of bad weather here in Hollywood recently?
As a loyal Californian, I do.
Why, it was so cold last night, I saw a hail coming down.
Not hail, tourists. You might have seen some puffed rain, but not hail. This is California.
Thank you, Miss Fickle.
Many farm tenants report unusual happenings. At Pine Snuff, Arkansas, Farmer Conway Straggle is interviewed in his barn.
Don't you feel the cold here in your barn, Farmer Straggle?
You're darn tootin', stranger. so cold in here right now, I'm steam heating them hens' nests.
You have to heat the nest?
Sure do. How'd you like to sit down on a nest of cold straw and try to lay an egg?
Well,
Me neither, son.
Does the cold bother your cows?
You betcha. Milk freezes right in them. I've been getting it out in sticks.
Milk steaks?
Yeah. Well, look, I'll show you. I'll move over there, Betsy. Quiet. I'll milk her for you. All right, easy, Bessie. Take it easy. Now, watch this. The milk comes out about a foot. It freezes, and I snap her off.
Thank you, Farmer Straggle. Break me off a pint, and I'll take it with me.
I'll fix that.
These flashes have given you an idea of the present-day machine-age cold wave, ladies and gentlemen. But in the mind of the oldest inhabitant, the outstanding cold wave ever to sweep this country occurred during the winter of 1871. On the night of January 2nd, 1871, the mercury took a 52-degree drop. The drop. Gentlemen, our first guest stars tonight, the Basin Street Boys. You have heard their voices many times in musical cartoons, and tonight they sing their latest number, You Drove the Gloom Away.
When the sky was cloudy and gray, and the rain was hard all day, you did something sweet to me. Drove the gloom away. When the snow was on the ground, and the trees couldn't be found, you did something sweet to me. Drove the gloom away. I'll be the one around you. Da-da-da, baby, ba-ba-ba-ba. I'm so wild about you, baby, and the darkness of your mind. When the snow was on the ground, and the trees couldn't be found, you did something sweet to me. Drove the gloom away. I'm so wild about you, baby, and the darling of your mind. When the snow is on the ground, and the trees couldn't be found, you did something sweet to me. Drove the gloom away. Drove the gloom away. Drove the gloom away.
Now, honey, baby, drove the gloom away.
Yeah.
And now, much as it pains me, and will you, may I present... Hello again, this is Jack Benny talking. Will you go away? Oh, foof. May I present, ladies and gentlemen, I don't mind riffraff coming in the audience, but when it comes to the microphone, of all... May I present... Mr. J. Aloysius Grump, who sees all, tells all, and knows enough after reading a reliable weather report to come in out of the rain. Mr. Grump.
Hi, folks.
I understand you're a bit of a prophet in your spare time, Mr. Grump.
You said it, Alan, you said it. I'm in the know, see? So I can tell what's going to happen before it happens, see? And I'd like to say right here now that from where I sit, the outlook's pretty gloomy indeed, yes, sir.
What, with Christmas coming on?
Well, that's just my point. Most of the gals who'd like to have mink coats for Christmas are going to get washing machines.
Willy-nilly, eh?
You said it. Father's checking account is going to have fallen ounces, and that ain't all. People all over the country will go through the holidays eating too much and drinking too much and feeling like the end of a misspent life. And there's nothing they can do about it.
Oh, now, come, Mr. Grump. You are painting a pretty gloomy picture here. I grant that a lot of us will overindulge during the holidays, and naturally we will feel stuffy or grouchy or have a headache, because that overindulgence has upset our stomachs. But there is something you can do about it, ladies and gentlemen. You can reach for a friendly bottle of Sal Hepatica, because so many physicians will tell you
that sluggish, under-par feeling is so often caused by two things: accumulated waste and gastric acidity. And Sal Hepatica is a quick-acting, effervescent mineral salt laxative made especially to get after both of these conditions at once.
That's why it is particularly effective, ladies and gentlemen, because Sal Hepatica not only removes accumulated waste through laxation, but besides, it also counteracts that acidity. So just put 2 teaspoonfuls of Sal Hepatica in a glass of water and drink it. You'll soon be feeling alert, alive, feeling that there is a Santa Claus. If you'll just remember Sal Hepatica for the smile of health.
And the Ipana Troubadours have just played Limehouse Blues. And now, ladies and gentlemen, you didn't expect to meet... Hello again. This is Jack Benny talking. Will you get away from here? Is this Wednesday night or not? Well... As I was saying, ladies and gentlemen, tonight... You didn't expect to meet...
Whom, Fred?
Well, right in back of this radio studio on the Warner Brothers lot here, Harry, there's a gentleman who operates a lunch wagon. Mm-hmm. Day and night, he is a veritable tornado of chopped meat and onions, for he is a genial Merlin who assembles hamburgers at an instant's notice for his customers. And his customers, Harry, are only movie and radio celebrities. Now, I think a man who works untold hours to help radio and movie favorites fend off malnutrition has an odd perfection.
He certainly has, Fred.
Well, I've invited him to jump out of his frying pan into our fire this evening and see how it feels to be grilled himself. And so then, ladies and gentlemen, tonight I know you didn't expect to meet Mr. Willie King. Willie, you always make all of us feel at home at your lunch wagon, and Harry and I want you to feel at home here with us tonight.
Thank you, Mr. Allen. I'll do my best.
Well, first of all, do you just operate this one lunch wagon in back of the studio?
No, I have 6 wagons altogether.
Where are the other 5 touring cafes?
They're in a garage. I only use them for special occasions.
For banquets, weddings, and things like that, you mean?
No, when Warner Picture companies go on location, I send out my trucks to serve lunch to the actors and mechanics.
I see. You have the location concession.
Right, I'm the only lunchman with the exclusive concession at the studio.
You haven't any competition then?
Well, there's one fella running a freelance lunch wagon, but he can't muscle in on my territory.
A freelance lunch wagon. It isn't that fellow they call Tomaine Sam, is it?
I won't mention any names. Why should I advertise a competitor?
You're right, Willie. Well, tell me, has your lunch wagon ever been in any of the Warner pictures?
Yes, at the one you eat was used, I'm a fugitive from a chain gang.
It was in I'm a fugitive from a chain gang, huh? Well, how did it scream?
For not being made up and considering it's a wagon, it looked pretty good.
Well, you ought to paint your wagon red, Willie, and be ready for Technicolor.
You think it's a bad idea?
I think it's a good idea. But say, there's one, don't mind my voice tonight, Willie. I'm taking voice lessons from Andy Devine's teacher. It's just having effect. But say, there's one question I forgot I should have really asked you first, Willie. How did you get into this a la carte cafe business?
Well, years ago, I used to be in picture business.
Uh-huh. Now it comes out. You were an actor, huh?
No, I was assistant director with Larry Seaman in silent pictures.
What was the last picture you worked on?
The Wizard of Oz.
Were there any actors who are stars today in The Wizard of Oz?
Clark Gable was an extra in that picture. He carried a spear.
I wonder what ever became of that spear.
I wouldn't know.
Naturally, but how did you happen to work yourself up from assistant directing to owning a lunch wagon?
Well, when the talkies came in, I asked Jack Warner to give me the lunchroom concession at his studio.
And Jack Warner did, huh?
Yes, Fred, that was 12 years ago, and thanks to his kindness, I've been in business ever since.
Well, I imagine, Willie, that during the past 12 years, you have sold a sandwich to practically every big star on the Warner lot.
Yes, I've known them all.
And you're acquainted with all of the Warner stars today, of course?
Oh, yes, Dick Powell, Joan Modell, Edward G. Robinson, Andy Devine, Pat O'Brien, Leslie Howard.
What does Leslie Howard usually have for lunch? Kippers and crumpets?
No, Mr. Howard generally has coffee and donuts.
Well, confidentially, Willie, have you ever caught Leslie Howard dunking?
Well, one day...
Now, wait for your laugh, Willie. Wait for your laugh.
Well, one day when he was drinking his coffee, I did hear a splash.
You heard a splash while Mr. Howard was drinking his coffee. Was Les dunking?
No, his wristwatch fell in his coffee.
Well, who else bolts calories at your table-d'hote trailer?
Ruby Keeler.
Does Ruby like your hamburgers?
She says they're the best in town.
No kidding, huh? Is Al, what's his name, her husband, Al, that fella, is he a hamburger addict?
No, Al generally takes his steak smothered in ketchup.
What about Betty Davis?
Miss Davis is crazy about potatoes. I've seen her order fried potatoes and potato salad in the same plate.
I imagine you treasure the mental picture you have of Miss Davis's potatoes among your starchy souvenirs, Willie.
There's no time for sentiment when you're running a lunch wagon, Fred.
Say, I've forgotten one of Warner Brothers' most important stars, Willie. Have you ever served Paul Muni?
Sure, but I have trouble recognizing him. He looks so different in every picture.
You've never chased Mr. Muni away from the wagon, have you?
No, but once when he was making Louis Pasteur, I kept him waiting a half an hour. I didn't recognize him with his beard on.
Did Mr. Muni stop in for lunch at Emil Zola?
Every day.
I'd like to have seen Zola eating a hamburger.
Say, if they're good enough for Paul Muni, they're good enough for Zola.
You've been catering to movie folks so long, Willie. Tell me, who eats more, the stars or the extras?
Well, the extra usually. Lots of the stars are dieting while they're working.
Have you ever witnessed any unusual gluttony at your wagon?
Once I saw Barton McLean eat 5 steak sandwiches in a row.
5 steak sandwiches? Is that an all-time vitamin record?
No. I think Al Dubin, the songwriter, holds the record.
Oh, I've seen Al. He's a pretty big boy.
Al must weigh about 250.
I know. I heard they offered him a job as a stand-in over at the Elysian Mountain until they get the runaway part. till they get the runaway part back in place. What did Al eat the day he broke your record?
As I recall, Al had 2 ham sandwiches, 2 hot dogs, 2 hamburgers, salami sandwich with ice cream, and plenty of coffee and tea in between.
What did Al say when he finished?
It wasn't a word.
I get it. Well, thanks, Willie, for giving us this opportunity to put on our optical napkins and take a peek behind your mound of chopped steak and onions.
It's been a pleasure, Fred.
You like the radio business, eh?
It's not bad. You don't have to wear an apron.
Yeah. I know, but you found the secret of success in your own business, Willie. You've hitched your lunch wagon to a movie star.
And the Warner Brothers.
Right. Every sandwich a Warner Brother production. Now, before you go, is there a word of encouragement or advice you'd like to give to any youngsters who might be thinking of going into your business?
Only this, Fred. If you're going to be a success making hamburger sandwiches, you've got to make both ends meet.
Meat as in hamburger, I see. Well, good night and thank you, Willie King. The King's Men. Tonight the boys sing Nobody Loves a Riveter But His Mother. Hammer away, boys.
Get me! Gotcha! Get me! Gotcha! All for one, one for all. That's how us girls play basketball. Get me! Gotcha! Get me! Gotcha. That's how I earn me weekly check. With a hammer on me shoulder and a girder around me neck.
Hey, you guys, look at that swell dame down below. There she go.
Get me!
Hey, how do you get that hitting me there with a red-hot rivet?
Oh, look what you're doing, you clumsy boo.
Oh, I'm fed up with this lousy job anyhow.
Why? A girl can love a sailor, a butcher or a tailor, but nobody loves a riveter but his mother. A girl can love a plumber or some guy even dumber, but nobody loves a riveter but his mother. She'd love a crook who'd break into a jewelry shop. If she's a cook, she'd even love a cop or a nurse. But when we start to rivet, no woman cannot live it, so nobody loves a riveter but his mother. A girl can love an actor, a lawyer or contractor, but nobody loves a riveter but his mother. But nobody loves a riveter but his mother. King Solomon, 10,000 wives, all paid his rent, and each one paid 1/10 of 1%. Oh, for goodness sake. But when we start to rivet, no woman cannot live it, so nobody loves a riveter but his mother. Get me! Gotcha.
Thank you. Our next guest, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Eugene Lester. Mr. Lester is not a soloist by profession. Gene is the official candid cameraman for the popular radio magazine, The Radio Guide. Gene, you're out here in Hollywood doing candid camera work on some of the radio shows, aren't you?
Yes, Fred, I've been shooting all the shows originating from the West Coast here.
You have, huh? What shows have you done recently?
Well, so far I've done the Hollywood Mardi Gras, the Burns and Allen show, Phil Baker, and then I think that fellow sitting over there in the corner was on one of them.
Oh, Mr. Benny?
That's the one. Yeah, that's the one.
Well, you'll know as soon as you get the things developed. If there's any doubt as to what's been going on, Gene, in your camera, as soon as you get the strips developed, you can let us know. When are these going to be in, these pictures you've been snapping? I saw you taking some at our dress rehearsal today. When are they going to be in Radio Guide?
Well, these pictures that I've taken today will be in your issue of Radio Guide on January 7th.
January 7th,
That's
huh?
right.
And you do, I heard you humming at your work, the other day, and that is the reason why we've sort of invited you to carol for us this evening, Gene. Do you do much singing ad libitum besides your camera work?
Well, I do a lot of singing in the darkroom where nobody can hear me.
Well, that's... But tonight you're going to come right out with the lights on and see what happens, huh? Do you prefer photography to singing?
Well, they sort of both work hand in hand.
Well, they do in a way at that. The only difference is that a photographer would be apt to tell other people to look out for little birdie, whereas the singer would have to look out for the little birdie himself.
But, well, all right, Gene. I guess we have exhausted the fun for the moment. We mustn't be too funny now because Mr. Benny is coming along with a wham shortly. What are you going to sing, Gene?
Well, there's a new tune called Rosalie that seems to be pretty popular today.
Rosalie from the picture of the same name?
That's right.
All right, Rosalie. Thank you.
Rosalie, my darling, Rosalie, my dream. Since the night when stars danced above, I'm so much in love, dear Rosalie, have mercy. Rosalie, don't decline. Won't you make my life thrilling and tell me you're willing to be mine, Rosalie, mine.
That's for Gene Lester, ladies and gentlemen. Radio guy and the camera expert. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you have no serious objections, I'd like to conduct a little experiment at this point. You see, some expert has just burst into print with a statement that radio audiences listen with only half their minds, and consequently have only a vague idea of what they hear.
Well, do you think you can change all that, Fred?
No, Harry. All I want to do is to prove or disprove it. Now, if I can just get someone within the range of these tired eyes, well, this gentleman here in the front row. Do you listen regularly to this program, sir?
Every chance I get.
My public. Would you mind stepping up to the microphone just a second, sir?
Glad to.
Thank you. Now, will you tell me in your own words what Mr. Von Dell says every week about Ipana toothpaste?
Well, I'll try. Let's see. He recommends Ipana toothpaste and massage, and my dentist backs him up on it, too. He says you can help keep your teeth bright and sparkling with the regular use of Ipana. Then I think he makes a very good point when he says that the soft, creamy foods we eat don't give our gums enough work to do. But if we massage our gums every day with Ipana toothpaste, we can give them the exercise they need to help keep them firm and healthy. I guess that just about covers everything.
Well, Fred, this gentleman sort of knocks your expert theory into a cocked hat, doesn't he?
Well, of course, Mr. Von Zell, I've been using Ipana for a couple of years now, and just lately with one of those new double-duty toothbrushes, so I've had plenty of chance to check up on your statements. Maybe that's why I remember them so well.
Well, whatever the reason is, we're very indebted to you, sir.
Not at all, Mr. Von Zell. Oh, there's one more thing I didn't mention.
Well, maybe we better leave that for Harry. He might feel slighted if we didn't. Go ahead, Harry.
Well, I don't know. All that's left for me to say is since brighter teeth and healthier gums naturally mean a far more attractive smile, ladies and gentlemen, always remember Ipana for the smile of beauty. Town Hall tonight will continue immediately, following a short pause for your station identification.
Peter and Van Steeden and the Ipana Troubadours have just played part of I'm Feeling Like a Million. We started our new service a few weeks ago, ladies and gentlemen. You know, on all of the hour programs, right in the middle, where the announcer says, this is station so-and-so and so-and-so, the music always sort of dies out, and for a few brief seconds, you miss part of the tune. So week after week now, we are going to give you back the few little bars of music you missed when the announcer speaks in our program. Will you play the few strains there, Peter, for us, please? Thank you very much. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you fit that back into the part you heard before the announcer spoke, you have I'm Feeling Like a Million. Now, on Friday night,
The Port Jervis String Ensemble will...
Do you mind if I interrupt, Mr. Allen?
Why, no, Portland. Into each life, some rain must fall. Unless one lives in Palm Springs, of course.
Or unless one is an old maid.
What has an old maid to do with no rain falling in her life?
If an old maid never gets married, she never gets a shower, does she?
Tub or shower as long as she's healthy. What is this?
Well, I've got a big surprise for you tonight, Mr. Allen.
Big surprise? Now, look. Portland, this is the day of digest publications, concentrated foods, and capsule criticism. Couldn't you sense the trend and show up with a little surprise?
But this is the biggest thing you've had on the program this year.
Hello again for the fourth time. Now, look, Portland, a thing on the program we don't need. Stuff I don't mind, but not a thing.
But, Mr. Allen, it isn't a thing. This is an old friend of yours from the days of Vaudeville.
If it's Otto the Train Seal, throw him a fish and tell him I'm busy.
Now, wait a minute, Fred. If you'll just take your nose, that one you used to talk through, out of that microphone, you'll see that it's me.
Oh, Jack. Jack Benny. Well, I'm terrible. Wait a minute. There's a reception goes in there.
That doesn't happen. I was worried there for a minute.
Well, you've been on 4 times. If you took a little bit each time, it's better you get it all at once like this. Let it pile up. Well, I'm terribly sorry, Jack. I didn't notice you. How long have you been standing there?
Since 8 o'clock this morning. They've been using me instead of the bull of a watch time.
Say, Jack, did Mary come along with you?
No, Porty. She wanted to come over, but she's busy with her Christmas shopping.
Christmas shopping?
Yeah, right now she's over at Bullock's Wheelchair putting me through bank.
That gives me an idea. Tally ho, Jack.
So long, Porty.
Well, Jack, this is quite a surprise, you dropping in. I didn't know you were going to be here tonight.
I didn't know it either, Fred, until I heard you announce it 5 times last week. But don't get me wrong, Freddie. I appreciate that build-up. I'm one guy who knows that it pays to advertise.
Now, listen here, Benny. If that's a hint, you're not getting 1 cent for crawling in here tonight, and you know it.
Why, Fred, I didn't expect to get paid for this. I haven't any more right to take money for working on this program than you have.
Now, those armchair jokes, they'll hold you for a while. Now, hold on there, Benny. That's an insult.
Well, if I was Professor Quiz, I'd say correct. Absolutely correct.
And if I was Major Bowes, you'd have left with a unit 10 minutes ago.
Hey, that's nice work if you can get it. You know, Freddie, I wouldn't mind being back in vaudeville again, though, would you?
Ah, those were the good old days.
Yes, sir. Say, Fred, no kidding, will you ever forget the time you and I were together at the Orpheum Theater in Sioux City, Iowa?
Yep. Only I was on the stage.
I don't care, Freddie. I made more money selling peanuts in one day than you did all week.
Well, Jack, I didn't make much money in those days, but I was a pretty good juggler. Remember how I used to toss those Indian clubs in the air and do a funny monologue at the same time?
I sure do. And, Fred, you remember when you dropped those clubs? How you'd let them lay there right alongside of your joke?
Yep. Well, you ought to know. You swept up the theater every night.
I did not. I used to stay in the theater late just to practice my violin.
Well, you should have stuck to your broom.
I should have stuck to my own program, too. I had to ask for this, yes, sir.
Well, you had to write it, yes, sir.
Well, Fred, anyway, a lot of water has gone over the Don since then, huh?
Over the Don?
Yes, Fred. You know how careful we have to be. But just think, Freddie, just think. Here we are, both in Hollywood and both of us in pictures.
It does seem unreasonable, doesn't it?
Of course, Fred, maybe I shouldn't point this out, but I do make a lot more pictures than you do.
Well, Jack, there's
so little of you in each one, you have to make more. Oh, is that why they do it?
I'm glad you brought that up. How do you like pictures, Fred?
Fine, Jack. I just finished one called Sally, Irene, and Mary. I'm leaving for New York next week.
Oh, they're releasing you instead of the picture.
Now, Benny, if you're here to drip venom, heed your promiscuous spattering, and remember that retribution is the trailer that follows oral pollution.
Alan, you're just lucky I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway, I had a hunch you were going back east, Fred, and that's why I came up here to see you. Have you decided which way you're going back? I mean, which form of transportation?
Well, I was going to take the boat and go through Panama, but I've got a hat, so I decided to take the train.
Well, Fred, of course, I don't want to influence you one way or the other, but have you ever thought of driving back east? You know, by automobile?
What kind of an automobile?
Now, don't rush me. And it's in good condition, too. No kidding. Would you like to drive back home, Freddie?
No, Jack. I'll stick to the chief.
Well, if you'd rather hang around with Indians.
But the chief is a train, as you will find out when you finish your next picture, Mr. Benny. Say, what are you trying to get at, anyway?
Well, Fred, I own a Maxwell. And I thought that...
You don't think you can palm that tin nightmare off on me, I hope. Why, I wouldn't be found dead in that car.
Say, you're no better than the engine.
Why, the engine in that steam cabinet is so dead, the front wheels are nothing but rubber. Where is that uncovered wagon?
It's right outside the door. Hey, boys.
Hey, Benny.
Will you drive my Maxwell in, please?
Sure.
Now, be careful, fellas. It's a high-powered car there, you know. Right in here, boys. Right in here.
Well, want us to leave it right here, Mr. Benny?
Yes, thanks, fellas.
Hey, what's that noise?
Noise? I'll cut off the motor so we can hear it.
That's better.
Yeah.
Hey, Mr. Benny, I guess this belongs to you.
Oh, the door. Yes, thanks.
I went to close it, and it came off in my hand.
Well, you can stick it back on with a little new skin, Jack. Say, what's that bottle of scotch doing tied on the front?
That's for the radiator on New Year's Eve.
It looks like the car's got a hangover already. Benny, you may not be a snake in the grass, but you're sure hanging around with the rattler there.
That's libel, Alan. And if I had my writers here, what we'd call you be a four-bell raz.
Say, what's the... Hey, who started it? Say, what was that? Did the engine drop out?
No, Smarty, it's the new sunken motor. And listen to this horn. That note is by Stokowski.
Well, how is the car on gas?
Well, I get about 4 miles to the quart. If I insist, of course.
If you put your foot down.
Yes.
Well, how much does that make to the gallon?
Well, I never put in a gallon. I don't believe in spoiling a car. You know how it is with gas tanks. Easy come, easy go. Well, Alan, what do you say?
Well, now that I've had a good look at this bear trap, Jack, I know why the Maxwell people went into the coffee business.
Now, Freddie, I'm not begging you to take this car, only I thought, well, you walk all the time. You're not getting any younger. I think you ought to take your varicose veins out for a spin once in a while.
What are you asking for this rhapsody and junk?
I'm asking $95 FOB.
FOB?
For old Benny. How about it, Fred?
Say, if you don't know, laughing at your next Sunday show already. Can't wait. If you don't know...
I'd give $1,000 if I could think of an answer right now.
If you don't know by now that I don't want that car, you ought to have your skull bent.
All right, Fred, as long as you don't want to buy it, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll wrap it in cellophane, tie a big red ribbon around it, and give it to you for Christmas. How's that? If I wake up Christmas morning and find that monstrosity in my stocking, I'll go barefooted the rest of my life. That would be nothing new for you, you hillbilly. So you don't even want it for a present, huh? I don't want it present, past, the future. You can take that animated skillet. All right, Fred, all right. I merely wanted to be a good fellow, that's all. You don't want the car, and I think you don't. I'll be on my way. No hard feelings, I hope. No, Jack, I haven't anything against you, not Benny the man. I'm just not in the market, that's all. I hope I didn't offend you. Oh, no, Freddie, I'll just have to sell it to some other guy. Well, Merry Christmas, old boy. Same to you, Jack, and good luck. Thanks, Freddie. Goodbye. What was that, Jack? That's what my car thinks of you, Alan. Go on, everybody. Thank you. And now, ladies and gentlemen, very well done, Master Benny. You've come a long way since the last time we met. And now... Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's all get together and make this coming holiday a safe, sane, and happy one. Will you buy your cap pistols, Roman candles, toy cannon, and firecrackers? Be sure...
Wait, just a minute, Fred. What holiday are you talking about, anyway?
Why, the 4th of July, of course.
Well, Fred, the coming holiday is Christmas.
I know that, Harry, but if you start talking about Christmas these days, you run into a lot of competition. And besides, I had a message up my sleeve. I want people to be careful. I want them to be able to enjoy their holiday.
Fred, I had a holiday message also.
Oh, Harry, did I spoil it for you?
Well, no, because I want everybody to enjoy the holidays, too. And I want them to be careful. Especially careful of a cold. Because nothing can take the merry out of a Merry Christmas more completely than a cold. That's why I hope that during the holidays, everyone will be sure to have a bottle of Sal Hepatica on hand. Because so many physicians say
you can often help throw up a cold more quickly if, at its very beginning, you do two important and fundamental things. One, remove accumulated waste, and two, counteract the acidity that so frequently accompanies a cold.
And Sal Hepatica, ladies and gentlemen, is an effective mineral salt laxative that does both of those things at once. It not only removes accumulated waste through laxation, but it also helps nature counteract that acidity. So don't take chances on a cold spoiling your holidays. Take Sal Hepatica for the smile of health.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, we bring you those theatrical termites who have gone through their artistic lives trying to bring down the house. The mighty Allen Art Players. Tonight they present a Christmas fable. It's called Santa Claus Sits Down, or Jingle Bells Shall Not Ring Tonight. Over to you, Peter.
This is station NG, folks. Our next program will be...
Just a minute, folks. Here's a bulletin from the Radio News Bureau. A rumor has just reached us that Santa Claus will not ride this Christmas. Unconfirmed reports ride throughout the country that Santa Claus is on sit-down strike. What's going on in Santa Claus's igloo? Stand by, folks. A fascinated press is investigating the trouble, and we hope...
Is this the Santa Claus igloo?
Yes, I'm Mrs. Claus.
I'm Phil Beat of the Assassinated Press. I'm here to check on this rumor that Santa Claus refuses to ride this year.
Oh, I'm glad to come. I've been fighting with him all week, and he refuses to budge.
Well, where is Santa Claus now?
Oh, the old fool's in the next room sulking. I'll get him. Hey, Santa.
Oh, it ain't no use coaxing, Ma. Or you ain't going.
Come on out, stupid. You got company.
Oh, well. What's on your mind, son?
Well, I'm from the Assassinated Press, Santa Claus. Now, what's this I hear?
Oh, no, I ain't riding now.
But this is Christmas Eve. Trees are lit up. Millions of children have hung up their stockings. The whole world is waiting.
Well, regardless, I ain't riding.
Ain't no use, mister. He's stubborn.
No, I ain't stubborn neither. I'm sick of being Santa Claus, holding the bag every year.
Well, you must have a reason for quitting.
I got plenty of reasons.
Well, will you talk for the press?
Might swell, I guess.
Well, now, Santa, why won't you ride tonight?
Well, I'll tell you, son. It's a long story.
I've been clausing it for 1937 years, son. I've been a-bringing presents, toys for kiddies, loud neckties and handkerchiefs for grown-ups, every Christmas trying to spread joy. But my efforts down through the ages has been a bit of disappointment. My intentions has been good, but my reward has been nothing but grief. The first trouble I had was in ancient Rome. It was Christmas Eve in the court of Nero. The emperor was playing a violin concerto.
Is your emperor the best fiddler in Rome, Lectors?
Yay, Nero!
Is your king a master of pizzicato?
Yay, Nero!
Shall Nero play an encore?
No, Nero!
What? You dog! Begone, hypocrite! Clear my throne room! Yes! Now I can play my violin. I'm alone. What's this? What fell out of my chimney?
Merry Christmas, Nero. Merry Christmas.
Who are you, Lumpkin? The chimney sweep?
I'm Santa Claus, Nero, bearing Christmas gifts for your majesty.
Gadzooks, another basket of fruit from the Rome Kiwanis Club.
No, my gift is a trinket rare. So rare, it hasn't even been invented yet.
Watkins, what is this tiny golden box?
It's a cigarette lighter, Nero. Turn yon little wheel.
Gramercy, it's flames. It's flames.
Merry Christmas, Nero.
Oh, it's flames. Rome has scoffed at my fiddle. Nero will have his revenge.
Hey, what's that lighter, Nero? You're setting fire to the drapery.
I'm setting fire to all Rome. Revenge.
Look out.
Revenge.
Nero, be careful, Nero. So you see, son, if it wasn't for Santa Claus, Rome wouldn't have burned.
Well, I know that, but...
Here I was trying to spread good cheer, and what did I get? Singed whiskers.
But that was 2,000 years ago.
Nero was only the start of my trouble, son. A few centuries later, I had trouble in a little country to the north of England. That Christmas, I had a present for a young poet. I peeked in the window. He was writing a sonnet. His mother come into the room.
Bobby? Mother, it's time you were to bed, lad. I'm composing, Mother. Have you not heard I'm a poet? A poet at your age, Robbie. I am Robbie Burns, the youngest poet in the Glen. Are you concocting a limerick? Well, here wants to... It's no finish. Can I think of a rhyme for bray? Pay. Pay and a scotch song? Are you daft, Mother? To be last on the hit parade. Well, you'd better find a rhyme in a hurry and go to bed. Composing on Christmas. It's evil. Good night. Good night, Mother. Oh, a rhyme. Bray, quay, day, Chevrolet. Who are you coming out of that chimney?
I'm Santa Claus, Bobby Burns. Merry Christmas.
What's your business, Red Britches?
I'm Santa Claus, Bobby. I brought you something here.
A rhyming dictionary. Which one? Let me look. Hi. Pray, ray, say, stray. Well, me and my true love wherever wants to stray. A bonny rhyme. I've written a gem.
Merry Christmas, Bobby.
How much are you asking for the rhyming dictionary, Claus?
It's Christmas, Bobby. I'm giving it to you.
Giving it? Help, Feather, help! Oh, Feather!
What's wrong, son?
This man's a lunatic, Feather.
A daft family, eh?
I'm Santa Claus, Mr. Burns. I only gave Bobby a Christmas gift.
Give him? Grab him,
Now,
son.
let me
We'll
go.
take him to the
Hey,
asylum.
hold on, Mr. Burns. I only gave your son a present.
Exactly. A man who gives anything away in Scotland belongs in a padded cell.
Grab him, son.
Scotland. I was in the booby hatch there for 30 days.
But that was 200 years ago.
I know, but a few Christmases later, I got a raw deal in another suburb of England. It was called the American Colony. I dropped in at the house of some fellow named Paul Revere. His wife was preparing dinner as Paul came through the door.
Dinner ready, Effie?
Yes, Paul. Pull up a chair.
No. Set my plate on the mantelpiece.
Can't you sit down yet, Paul Revere? My, that ride was last April.
Through every Middlesex village and farm ain't what's round Central Park, Effie.
Well, you ought to try and sit down for Christmas, Paul. It'd be a nice present for your spy.
Who's that?
Might be a British spy, Paul. The woods is full of them.
Hand him a gun. I'll talk to him through the door. Who's there?
Merry Christmas, Paul, dear. It's Santa Claus.
So what?
I've got your Christmas present, Paul. It's a cushion stuffed with fuzz from Delaware peaches.
Can I sit onto it?
You bet.
Sounds mighty tempting, Effie. I'll let him in.
It might be a British trick, Paul. Don't open that door.
I'm Santa Claus, Mrs. Revere. Open up.
I've got my gun, Effie. I'll open the door. I'll crack it.
Merry Christmas, Paul.
Look at his suit, Paul.
A red coat. Take this.
Now, whoa, now, Paul. Well, sir, when I got back to my sleigh and start down, I was mighty glad I still had that cushion full of peach fuzz. You see, son, the world's given old Santa plenty of trouble.
But all these troubles were years ago, Santa Claus. People appreciate you today.
You're wrong, son. Only last Christmas I went down to a place called Washington, D.C. I got confused and went down the wrong chimney. I come out in some office. Coming down the chimney, I heard a man phoning.
Hello. Hummingbird Conservation Project, Professor Beak speaking. $2 million for a hummingbird community bird bath in Florida. I'll mail you a check Monday. Goodbye.
Here, what are you doing here? Merry Christmas. I'm Santa Claus.
Santa Claus? One of the Wagner Act clauses?
No. I'm a mythical character.
Oh, a friend of Jim Farley's, eh?
No. I come down from the North Pole once a year to give things away. I give and give all up and down the land to make people happy.
You do? Well, you'd better go back to the pole, Fatty.
But I'm Santa.
No, you're not. The government is Santa Claus today.
And that was only last year, son. That's why my spirit's broken. Being Santa Claus is just one pain in the ermine after another.
Well, won't you reconsider? Think how the headline will look in the paper. Santa Claus on sit-down strike.
Well, Santa ain't a-getting up, son. This is one Christmas I'm going to enjoy in peace. What's that clock striking?
12 o'clock, Santa. It's Christmas Day.
It is, eh? Well, I ain't moving. Don't mean nothing to me. I'm sitting here. I'm taking it easy. I'm leaning right back here. Not getting kicked around this Christmas. Oh, shucks. Hey, Ma.
Yes, Santa?
Where's my mittens? My bag? My reindeer? My sleigh?
You mean?
Yep, I'm going, Ma.
But I thought you said...
I've changed my mind, son. Christmas ain't Christmas without Santa Claus. I'm a-giving the world one more chance.
But what about my story, Santa on sit-down?
Change the headline, son. Just say, Buck Santa rides again. Next Wednesday, ladies and gentlemen, Christmas will have come and gone. So right now, I want to wish every one of you the merriest and the happiest kind of a holiday. This comes from Peter and Harry, and from our sponsors, the makers of Ipana toothpaste and Sal Hepatica. And so then, from all of us to all of you, Merry Christmas.
Ladies and gentlemen, where Be a Good Sport from Love and Hisses, and I'm Feeling Like a Million from the Broadway melody of 1938. This is the National Broadcasting Company.
In Town Hall tonight, folks. 60 minutes of fun and music brought to you by Ipana toothpaste and Sal Hepatica. Ipana for the smile of beauty, Sal Hepatica for the smile of health. Fun with our star comedian, Fred Allen. music with Peter Van Steeden, new features, new laughs. It's Town Hall Tonight. Listen to that crowd cheer Fred Allen as he heads his weekly parade to the old Town Hall. Fred's leading the band with a breadstick, followed by those drums at the stage, the mighty Allen Art players. Let's join that happy song. Everybody going! Everybody going! Here they come, home folks.
Are you going crazy cutting that telephone wire, Gerald?
Nobody's bothering me while I'm listening to the radio. It's Town Hall Tonight.
Society hostesses.
Are we having entertainment after dinner, Mrs. Van Clay? We certainly are. The butler's turning on the radio. It's Town Hall Tonight.
Tavern customers.
Hey, waiter, how about a little service? I'll be with you when this radio program's over, brother. It's Town Hall Tonight.
Well, here we are inside the old Town Hall, and Peter is opening the show with Stop and Reconsider.
And reconsider, take off the high bidder.
Can't pay a dime for your sister's thrill, can't buy mansion to go to bill.
Pockets empty, the house will fill with love that's meant for you. Oh, stop, don't be so choosy. Oh, stop, you got me woozy.
We've gone together,
share the dream, don't say I love the spot. Oh, stop, and reconsider.
don't be so choosy.
Oh, stop, you got me woozy. We've gone together and said it ain't no say I love the pop. Oh, stop, and reconsider.
Presenting that wild woolly werewolf, wobbling warmed-over wheezers, whinnying weak-watered whimsy, wailing wacky windy witticisms, Wagnall's wastrel, Westchester's Weary Willie, Fred Allen in person.
Thank you. And good evening, ladies. I was looking for him. It finally dawned on me it was I. Thank you, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Well, in case you haven't looked at the calendar lately, it's Wednesday again. And if any of you folks at home have dozed off by the radio, we're not going to take any chances. Now, we're going to shoot off a gun here in the studio to make sure everyone's awake at home for our session tonight at the Old Town Hall. All right, Tess? Well, now that we're all bright and chipper, we'll start the ball rolling with the... Get back up on the chairs, folks, if anyone was blown off there. We'll start the ball rolling with the Town Hall news. Did Harry show you how to work the curtain, Andre?
You bet. It's coming right down, Fred.
The lights go out, and we bring you the latest news of the week. The Town Hall News sees nothing, shows less. New York City, New York. The district attorney, in a recent speech at the Legal Aid Society dinner, suggested a plan to provide penniless offenders with better legal counsel. The district attorney says that the fee-gouging shyster who takes advantage of predicaments of his unfortunate clients has got to go. Town Hall News subscribes to District Attorney's attitude and shows the hapless plight of a minor lawbreaker who fell into the clutches of an unscrupulous barrister. The prisoner, one Galahad Dub...
The character Galahad Dub is purely fictional, ladies and gentlemen, and any similarity to any living person is purely coincidental.
The unscrupulous barrister, one Renegade Todd...
Character Renegade Todd is a figment of Mr. Allen's imagination, ladies and gentlemen, and any similarity to any practicing barrister is purely one of those things.
The trial, the people of New York versus Galahad Dove.
The following trial, ladies and gentlemen, is purely imaginary, and any similarity to any trial ever held or any legal action ever taken in New York or any other state is so much hugger-mugger, if you get what I mean.
And now that the Town Hall News status is established beyond a doubt, we proceed. This document showing one luckless victim's experience with a gouging lawyer is called The Strange Case of Galahad Dubb. On the morning of March 1st, 1934 rather, Galahad Dubb, a whisk broom designer, walking down Broadway, spat his gum out on the sidewalk. The dull, sticky thud of gum had scarcely died away when Galahad Dubb heard the voice of the law.
Hey, you.
Me, officer?
Yes, you. What's the big idea of spitting that gum on the sidewalk?
Well, no speak English.
Don't give me that. You're under arrest.
Yes, Galahad Dubb was arrested, fingerprinted, and rushed pell-mell away to spend the night in jail. The following morning, he was arraigned in court.
Galahad Dubb.
Present, Your Honor.
You're charged here with expectorating a mass of tenacious substance commonly used as a masticatory on a sidewalk in New York City. This is a violation of a city ordinance. Guilty or not guilty?
Well, I don't know, Judge. I ain't got no lawyer.
The court will appoint a lawyer to defend you. A renegade talk.
Okay, Judge, I'll take the case.
The unscrupulous attorney is appointed. Galahad Dubb is returned to jail. Late that afternoon, Renegade Tort, that wolf in shyster's clothing, calls to see his victim.
Hello, Dubb.
Hello. Hey, I gotta get out of here, Mr. Court.
You're going out of here flying, Dubb.
Good. What are you gonna do?
How much dough you got on you?
$10.
Well, fork it over. I gotta start things humming.
The whole $10?
Well, sure. I'm getting you a habeas corpus. That's $3. And now, plus, that's 2 more.
The habeas corpus is $3 and I'll bless you. Well, that's only 5.
Well, I gotta get you a witness, ain't I?
Well, how much is a witness?
Well, I could get you one for $3. But if you want a witness that speaks English, that'll be $5 even.
Well, okay. Here's the 10.
Right. You're going out of here flying.
Hey, what about my case?
Oh, yeah, I forgot. What'd you do?
I spit my gum out on the sidewalk.
Stink. You're going out of here flying.
But did our hero go out of that jail flying? No, dear friends, no. Galahad Dubb was in the clutches of an unscrupulous lawyer. The next morning, his case came up in court again.
Galahad Dubb.
Present, Judge.
My client ain't guilty, Your Honor. I got a witness right here.
Your name, madam?
Millie Twerp.
Millie Twerp, did you see the defendant, Galahad Dubb, expectorate his chewing gum on the sidewalk as charged?
Well, I didn't see him spit out the gum, Judge, but I stepped in it and sprained the ankle. I missed 2 shows.
2 shows? You're an actress?
Yeah, I'm hostess at the flea circus. I'm suing this bum for $500 and medical expenses.
Suing me for $500?
You are now the defendant in a joint suit.
$500, all I did
Leave it to me, Dubb. I'm demanding a new trial. You're going out of here flying.
And Galahad Dubb did go out flying, right back to the city jail. And back came his unscrupulous attorney, Renegade Tort, to gouge him.
Well, Double Boy.
Yeah?
I gotta have more money. How much you got?
I got $200 in the bank.
Good. Write me out a check. You're going out of here flying.
Yeah?
Yeah. I'm swearing you out a rig and play Grandy Mephisto.
Take a Bernard, but...
Yeah, that dame with the sprained ankle double-crossed you, Dubb. I gotta get a new witness.
Can you get another witness?
Say, for $200 I can get a perjurer. You're going out of here flying.
But 6 months later, we still find Galahad Dubb in court. His gouging attorney, Renegade Tort, is still with him. The trial opens.
Galahad Dubb?
I'm still here, Judge.
And he's still not guilty, Judge.
Not guilty in the damage suit or the gum littering charge?
Not guilty across the board, Judge.
That's a lie, Judge. I can swear he popped out the gum.
Her testimony's a shambles of lies, Judge.
Oh, you shite.
Go on, I'll slap you with a subpoena.
Order in the court. Now, what have you got to say, Tort?
I got a new witness, Judge. Shut up, stranger.
Okay.
Hector Shuffle?
Yeah, I'm a picket, Judge. I was picketing a frankfurter stand on Broadway. The Frankfurters Union. I was picketing the mustard.
Yes, go on.
Well, I stepped on the gum and my foot got stuck to the pavement. A walking delegate from the union come by and seen I wasn't walking up and down, so I lost my job picketing.
Do you swear that Millie Twerp didn't step on the gum?
No, it was me. I got stuck on it, Judge. I lost my job. My wife heard about it and jumped out a window and was killed. I'm charging this guy with murder.
I didn't do nothing.
Quiet, Dub. You are now the defendant in 3 suits. Expectorating your gum, damages, and murder.
Murder? I only spit out my gum.
Keep your shirt on, Dub. You're going out of here flying.
But did he? No. Back went Galahad Dub to jail to await his trial for murder. The Navy barrister... The Navy barrister, Renegade Todd, again is found in the cell with his bewildered client.
Mine is a tough rap to beat, Dub.
Yeah, but all I did was spit out my gum. Why couldn't I please guilty?
What, you get a fine? Where would I come in? I gotta get mine, ain't I?
Now I'm up for murder.
I'll beat this case, Dub. They ain't pulling no fast one on Renegade Todd.
Good for me. What do I do now?
You got any more dough?
Well, I got left my insurance policy for $2,000. It's right here.
Okay, sign it, Dub.
All right, here you are. This makes you my beneficiary.
Right, now we're getting someplace. You're going out of here flying.
And after 3 years in jail, we find our hero Galahad Dub again in court, and again his faithless attorney, Renegade Todd, has the case in hand.
The people versus Galahad Dub. The charge is murder.
Hey, look, Judge, all I
My
did
client's innocent, Judge.
It has been proven that as a result of Galahad Dub voiding his gum on a public thoroughfare, Hector Shuffle lost his job as a picket, and Mrs. Shuffle became mentally deranged and took a dry dive out of her third-story window. The court hereby finds the defendant, Galahad Dub, guilty of murder.
What's the sentence, Judge?
You have a choice on this verdict. Your client can either have the chair or life imprisonment.
I'll take life.
Hold it, Dub. We'll take the chair, Judge.
What?
Very well. Galahad Dub,
Yeah?
the court hereby sentences you to die in the electric chair.
Congratulations, Dub. We put it over.
But you kept saying, stop. You're going out of here flying.
Oh, my mistake, Dub. You're going out of here flying.
Thus ends the strange case of Galahad Dub, who was gouged into Wingdom Come by that nefarious barrister, Renegade Todd. The moral, ladies and gentlemen, spitting out your gum on the street is like giving your case to an unreliable attorney. You're sure to get stuck in the end.
Thank you. And now the Merry Macs, ladies and gentlemen, if they'll stop reporting me long enough to sing. Tonight they'll swing The Campbells Are Coming.
The Campbells are coming, hooray, hooray. The Campbells are coming, hooray, hooray. The Campbells are coming, hooray, hooray. They're coming to join us to laugh and be gay. They're coming to join us to laugh and be gay. They're coming to make this a gay holiday. Through and through downs they are marching along. They're coming to join us in laughter and song. The Campbells are coming, hooray. The Campbells are coming, hooray. The Campbells are coming, hooray. They're coming to join us to laugh and be gay. The Campbells are coming. Oh, the Campbells are coming. Oh, the Campbells are coming. The Campbells are coming along. Rat-tat-tat-tat-tat. Rat-rat-tat-tat-tat. Rat-dee-doo, rat-dee-doo. Dee-dee-da-doo-da-doo-da-dee. Dee-dee-da-doo-da-doo-da-dee. They're coming to join us to laugh and be gay. They're coming to make this a gay holiday. Through hills and through downs they are marching along. They're coming to join us in laughter and song. Through hills and through downs they are marching along. The Campbells are coming, hooray, hooray.
and gentlemen, in an effort...
Telegram for Mr. Allen. Telegram for Mr. Allen.
Now, don't be repetitious, boys. Give it here. Thank you. Fred Allen, Town Hall. So on. Dear Fred, tell Andre Perouse to look under carpet at left of microphone. Signed, Guess Who. Look under, Guess Who. If there's anything I loathe, it's whimsy.
Fred, do you suppose Guess Who is Harry Von Zell?
Probably Von Zell the Pixie. Well, look under the carpet. Maybe he's hiding there. I'll bet he didn't go on his vacation after all, Andre.
You're wrong, Fred. It's a message. It says, Dear Andre, will you do me a favor? Will you remind our listeners that it would be a good idea to buy their Sal Hepatica before the drugstores close tonight? Because you never know what morning you're going to wake up feeling headachy and loafy. And the sooner a person gets after that under-par feeling with Sal Hepatica, the sooner he's apt to feel like himself again. And I'd appreciate it if you'd explain why. Sincerely, Harry Von Zell.
Why don't you, Andre? The explanation is really very simple.
It is at that, Fred. Because the two things that usually cause a sluggish feeling, ladies and gentlemen, are the two very things Sal Hepatica was especially made to get after. Accumulated waste and gastric acidity. So whenever the need for a laxative is indicated, just put 2 teaspoonfuls of Sal Hepatica in a glass of water and drink it. You'll be surprised how soon you'll feel alert, alive, more like your old normal self again when you take Sal Hepatica.
Van Steeden and the Ipana Troubadours have just played Strike Up the Band, not from the picture, not of that name. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I know you didn't expect to meet...
Whom do we not expect to meet tonight, Fred?
Well, this is National Airmail Week, Andre, and I'm going to interview a gentleman who has not only flown airmail, he's been an airplane mechanic, he has given barnstorming exhibitions, he's been a test pilot. In fact, our guest this evening has spent so much time in the air that eagles nod to him as he flies by these days. And so tonight, ladies and gentlemen, I know you didn't expect to meet Mr. Ralph W. Smith. Good evening, Mr. Smith.
Good evening, Fred.
Well, that puts it squarely up to me, Ralph. Now, how long have you been engaged in defying the law of gravity and heavier than aircraft?
I have been flying since 1928.
10 years. And in those 10 years, approximately, how much time have you spent in the air?
About 3,000 hours, Fred.
3,000 hours. And how many of these hours did you spend in the airmail service, Ralph?
I flew mail between Detroit and Cleveland for 3 years.
Well, I guess flying the mail gets discouraging at times, doesn't it?
How do you mean, Fred?
Why, a mail pilot flies through snow, sleet, storms, and gales. He finally lands exhausted to deliver a letter that says, Junior has the measles. How is Aunt Minnie? Did you put out that little light under the ice bar?
I think most airmail letters are more important than that, Fred.
Well, I hope so. And I think it's only fitting and proper that the nation should observe National Airmail Week each year.
Yes, the airmail service has made rapid strides during the past 20 years.
You know, there's another figure in aviation who has been arousing the interest of the public lately, Ralph, the test pilot. You have engaged in this work, too, haven't you?
Yes, I tested planes for the Thompson Aeronautical Corporation back in 1930.
That's nerve-wracking work, isn't it?
Something tells me you've been seeing your test pilot in the movies, Fred.
Do you mean to stand there, Ralph W. Smith, and tell me that all the test pilots haven't got dimples like Clark Gable, and their wives aren't as pretty as Myrna Loy?
Modern test pilots aren't glamour boys, Fred. Many of them are college graduate engineers with a scientific approach to their work.
Oh, that's your story. I saw those movie pilots.
I don't think you find most movie stars use doubles.
Well, they might occasionally, Ralph. You know, it isn't generally known that I had a double in the last picture I made.
Were you in any danger of making Sally, Irene, and Mary?
Well, not just making the picture, Ralph, but when the picture was released, it was pretty risky for me to be seen out around on the street. I hired a reasonable facsimile to walk down Broadway for me until the picture blew over.
I didn't think you were so bad, Fred.
Well, that's only one. What's your opinion and mine against so many, Ralph? But enough about my celluloid faux pas. I understand you were with Admiral Byrd on his last trip to the South Pole. Is that right?
Yes, Fred. I left for the South Pole in 1933.
In what capacity did you serve on the expedition?
As pilot, which also included navigation and radio.
How many men were in the group?
56.
You must have taken plenty of supplies along.
We carried over 300 tons of food and equipment, 12,000 gallons of gasoline, 4 airplanes, 4 tractors, and 3 cows.
3 cows. Did the cows give milk in that extreme cold weather?
Oh, yes.
You know, I always thought that when the temperature got below zero, a cow gave milksicles. or those good humor sticks.
No, Fred, those cows came in mighty handy.
Yes, I guess in that cold you fellas could use 3 extra jerseys. Well, how low does the thermometer go at the pole?
The lowest temperature we found was 82 below.
Well, tell me, did the 6 months night bother you much outside of making your pajamas pretty baggy?
Total darkness only lasted for about 4.5 months at the pole, Fred.
Say, 4.5 months. A guy with a nightmare there has got something, hasn't he? What would you say was the greatest kick you got out of your stay at the South Pole?
I guess it was the day we discovered the mountain range, Fred.
Were you the first to set eyes on the mountain?
Yes, Fred. Commander Byrd credits me with this find in his book, Discovery.
Say, speaking of Commander Byrd, he could have used you last Monday, Ralph. I read in the paper where the commander got lost over at the Jamaica Station in Long Island and missed the train to Babylon. I hope this will be a good lesson to you, Ralph. If you ever start out to find a town on Long Island, take your compass with you every time.
I'll remember that, Fred.
Yes, you'll have to end up at Oyster Bay in a month with no R in it. Well, how long were you away with Commander Byrd's expedition?
We left in September 1933 and returned May the 10th, 1935.
What branch of aviation are you active in now, Ralph?
I'm doing aerial display work, Fred.
Skywriting?
No, I sew those banners and signs you see advertising different products in the air.
Oh, those Welkin commercials they have? Well, I guess that's easier than skywriting. I know a pilot who flew up 3 miles and spelled out Fitchett, Fine, Finn, and Hattie. And when he landed, he had to go right back up again. He'd forgotten to dot the I's. Now, in all your 10 years, my relatives always applaud the least thing. Just from outside. In all your 10 years of flying, Ralph, have you ever cracked out?
No, Fred, I've never experienced a major accident.
Well, I take it that you consider aviation a safe means of travel.
I certainly do, Fred, and it's getting safer every day. Planes are constantly being improved, weather predictions are more accurate, and the increasing use of the radio beam tends to make flying as safe as walking.
Safer probably on weekends with those Sunday drivers. But would you advise a young man today to go in for aviation?
If he's willing to put in plenty of hard work, yes, Fred.
Well, how about women aviators?
Oh, no, you don't.
I get it. Say, I know a girl who'd have made a great pilot if she hadn't gone into the theater.
Who, Fred?
Sally Rand. You know, I don't know how she'd have been on a 3-point landing, but she used to be a demon taking off. thanks a lot for your little treatise on aviation and snow, Ralph. I know that you volunteered to take part in National Airmail Week and fly the mail on one of these special flights being arranged tomorrow as part of the program.
Yes, Fred, my application has been accepted, and I'm flying the mail tomorrow.
I see. Well, say, if you have any trouble getting your plane away from Floyd Bennett Field, just give me a ring, Ralph.
You think you can help me out, Fred?
Why, with me at the wheel, you're going out of there flying.
I'll keep that in mind, Fred. Thanks. Good night.
And good night, and many happy landings, Ralph W. Smith. And now the Town Hall Quartet, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight the boys get right down to the cob for their inspiration and sing, "It's corny, but it's fun."
Lately there's been so much said about this thing called swing. Till you've learned each player's name, you just don't know a thing.
Well, that may be the modern way, and they may have something there.
But I prefer the corny stuff, I'm just long underwear.
I like to snap my fingers when the band is playing jazz.
It's corny, but it's fun.
And I like to watch the leader man when he gives it all he has.
It's corny, but it's fun. I always ask an orchestra to make it hot and snappy. I don't care if it's good as long as everybody's happy.
And I like to yell expressions like, "Yeah, man," and "razzmatazz."
It's corny, but it's fun.
I like to sing high tenor when they sing Sweet Daddy line.
Well, that's corny.
I know, but it's my main holder. And I like to stuff my napkin into my collar when I dine.
That's awful corny.
Oh, but it tickles my fancy.
I don't know the Big Apple, but I always try to fake it. And even if it kills me, I gotta show 'em I can take it.
I always tell my partner that her dancing is divine.
It's corny, but it's fun. We like to borrow money so our friends won't think we're cheap. We know it's corny, but it's fun, just fun. We like to go to weddings where they stand around and weep. We know it's corny, but it's fun.
I got a one-piece bathing suit, but I refuse to try it.
And he always hates to get it wet because he'll only have to dry it.
We wake up every now and then to see if we're asleep. It's corny, but it's fun.
Bring the cold.
Loud it out. Start a fun.
Ladies and gentlemen, I wonder if anyone in our audience has a book called How to Behave at a Barbecue.
Why, Fred?
Well, in case I should be invited to one, Andre. You know, nowadays they have all sorts of books telling you how to be a social success under any circumstances. There's a lot of rules to being popular, you know.
Oh, I don't know, Fred. Seems to me that just 2 or 3 rules will see anyone through in fine style.
Well, what's 2 or 3, for instance?
Well, be a good listener. Make a point of remembering names correctly. Take an interest in other people's problems. And remember that an attractive smile invites confidence. And is therefore your greatest asset.
Oh, of course. A nice smile is always a big help.
Ah, you bet it is, Fred. That's why we say, if you have an attractive smile, ladies and gentlemen, keep it that way with the help of Ipana toothpaste and massage. If you don't have an attractive smile, then by all means change to Ipana and massage tomorrow. Because Ipana was especially designed not only to clean and brighten your teeth, but when used with massage, to help give your gums the exercise and stimulation they fail to get from the soft, creamy, well-cooked food you eat, the toning they need to help guard against gum trouble. And with healthier gums and brighter teeth, your smile just has to be more attractive. The only way you'll ever know how much Ipana will help you, ladies and gentlemen, is to try it. So say to yourself right now, tomorrow I'll start using Ipana. Ladies and gentlemen, Town Hall tonight will continue immediately after a short pause for your station identification. WEAF, New York.
Van Steeden and the Ipana Troubadours have just played Great Day. Peter was a little pressed for time, so he couldn't give us all of Great Day, just a dash of the forenoon, as it were. Now, on Friday night... Oh. Now, no, they're not here, neither of them. The boys have gone. They went that way.
Hello?
Well, sir,
Mama, the studio seems kind of empty without Harry.
Oh, I wouldn't say Mr. Von Zell was that bad, Portland.
Who's taking Harry's place?
Oh, sir, that's right. You haven't met our new announcer. I'll introduce you. Oh, Andre.
Yes, Fred?
Portland, this is Harry's understudy, Andre Baruch.
Well, this is indeed a pleasure, Portland.
Thank you. Have you met Peter Van Steeden, Mr. Baruch?
No, I haven't.
Peter?
Yes, Portland.
This is our new announcer, Mr. Andre Baruch.
Glad to know you, Andre. Pleasure's all mine, Mr. Van Steeden. Oh, just call me Happy Andre. And anytime you want to laugh, just let me know.
Peter's some comedian, Mr. Baruch.
Oh, really? I thought you conducted the orchestra, Happy. I don't know where people get that impression, Andre. Music's just a sideline with me now. I do most of the comedy on the program.
You do most of the comedy, hey? With your back to the audience there? What do you do if your mug dislocates your neck? The only confidential mugger on radio. Say, you do all of the comedy. Somebody ought to give you to a Mickey Finn.
There's a little jealousy on the program, Andre. Certain parties.
Yes, Peter doesn't want to mention any names, Mr. Baruch, but it's Mr. Allen.
Oh, I should be jealous of the musician who thinks 4 in the bar is a quartet drinking.
Don't believe all you hear on this program, Andre.
Now listen, Satchmouth Van Steeden. The stork must have brought you on a rainy night, and you've been all wet ever since.
Have I got an answer for that?
What is it, Peter?
Oh, I'm no show-off. I can hold it.
You know what retarding an egg does to a hen, I suppose.
Don't listen to that old acid puss, Andre.
Acid puss? Now look, nozzlehead. If you had some sawdust on that can of yours, I couldn't tell it from the face on the barroom floor.
Have I got an answer for that?
What is it, Peter?
Oh, it's a dandy, but I'm still holding in.
I bet you're laughing inside, Peter.
If his inside knows what his outside looks like, he certainly is.
Quiet, Stooge. I've got to ask Andre a question.
Yeah?
Yes, Happy? How are you on laughing for my jokes?
Why don't you try Mr. Baruch one, Peter, and find out?
That's an idea. I will.
Let's go, Peter. What's your joke?
Did you hear what Jack Benny is naming his new racehorse, Andre? No. What is Jack Benny naming his new racehorse, Happy? NBC Biscuit.
NBC Biscuit.
Okay, Andre, you'll do.
Now, look. He certainly will do if he can laugh like that at nothing. Now, look. People who have seen Benny riding his horse around Hollywood tell me that when Benny's on the horse, you can't tell where the horse leaves off and Benny starts. Come in.
Telegram for Mr. Allen.
Oh, thank you, boy.
Aren't you going to wait for a tip, boy?
That's Allen, ain't it?
Uh-huh.
So long.
Why, that uniform squirt. Why, I should have snapped his bicycle clips for him. I was reaching down. I'd have done it, too.
Who's the telegram from, Mr.
Here, I'm too upset. You read it.
Say, what do you know? It's from Harry Von Zell.
What does Harry say, Portland?
Dear Fred, I am up in the thick of the woods. Just heard the first part of your program. Wish you were here.
Why, that ingrate, that overstuffed loafer, and how I'll. Yes, that's saved by a knock on the door. I was to have told him.
Come right in, Gramps. Here, hold on. Wait till I get my gear.
Now, just a minute, you two.
That's right.
Yeah?
Just let me press what's hanging out of your sleeve.
This fringe?
Know your hand, brother. You are now in conference with Baxter B. Blurt, the world's greatest showman and town scout.
Well,
That's what you say, brother.
Well, I didn't...
I got a tip Harry Von Zell was off your program.
Yeah? How did you know?
Coming downtown, people was throwing their radios out the window.
Coming down. You didn't go uptown, did you? See how it was going?
Say, tell him who I am, Baxter.
Wait till I schmooze him once over lightly, Graham.
Now, wait a minute. None of that.
While Von Zell's away, you're going to need plenty of talent on this program, Alan.
Tell him who I am, Baxter.
I'll bite. Who are you?
I'm Red Hot Gramp. They call me the Toscanini of the odds and ends.
Toscanini?
Yep. Gramp can get music out of anything, Alan.
Lord, yes. I can play on anything from a matchbox to a toy balloon.
Gramp's a virtuoso on debris, Alan. He can play a tune on an ash barrel.
Now, look, I have no...
Tell him what I did in Bellows Falls.
What did you do in Bellows Falls?
The Woodpeckers brought the theater back so Gramp could give a recital.
They brought the theater back?
Yes, sir, you bet. Tell him what I did at Biddeford, Maine.
Gramp played a bowling alley at Biddeford and stood him up.
I haven't got time to talk to Pin Boy.
Gramp holds the audition record for 1937, brother.
Oh, yes. I played for Major Bowles, got insulted, was packed up and out of the hall in 4 minutes flat.
But you...
No buts. Let it go, Gramp.
Yes, sir. My first number, I'm playing on an ordinary paper of matches.
Hey, you can't get music out of those matches.
I can't. Listen to this. Ready with your accordion, Doctor?
Okay.
Hit it, son. Jiggity.
How's that, Bud? Ready for an encore?
No, I don't want...
Fine. My next selection, I'm playing on this carving knife.
Say, wait a minute. What are you doing with that dirt?
Gramp's going to play the knife, brother.
You darn tootin'. I'm going to play this ordinary steel knife with this violin bowl.
Take it away, Gramp.
Give me time. I've got to set the knife again, Adam's apple. Okay.
How's that, lame brain?
You know I can't answer that question truthfully over the air.
Jiggity, I'm a homeboy at heart, but I sure went to town.
Fine. Now, if you'll just pick up that musical cutlery there.
Hey, you ain't heading off, Gramp, till he gets to his big finale, Bud.
You bet. I'm winding up with his toy balloon. Wait till I blow her up.
I don't know what it is. I pet babies. I don't pick flowers. I give folks in wheelchairs the right of way. And everything happens to me.
Quiet, Bud. Gramp's all set for his balloon solo.
Okie dokie. Let her go, Professor.
What was that? A quarter note backfired?
My Gramp's balloon busted.
It's okie doke. I can still play her.
Well, don't tell me you've got another balloon.
No, sir. I'm making a little balloon out of the big one that just broke.
Yeah, you can't stop Gramp, Bub.
So I've discovered.
Let her go, boys.
What did you do? You blow a filling there at the end?
That was, how'd you like that?
Is that the end?
That is the grand finale, brother.
Fine.
Well, what do you got to say? Am I getting Harry Von Zell's job?
It's up to Portland. What do you say, Portland?
Hallie? Oh.
And now, if history can repeat itself, why not the Merry Mac? For their second number, they swing, Put On Your Old Gray Bonnet.
Put on your old gray bonnet with the blue ribbons on it, and we'll hit old Dobbin through the shed. Through the fields of clover, we will ride to Dover on our golden wedding day. ribbons on it, and we'll hitch old Dobbin to the shade. Through the fields of clover we will ride to Dover on our golden wedding day. Put on your old gray bonnet with blue ribbons on it, and we'll hitch old Dobbin to the shade. Dee-wee-da, dee-wee-da. Through the fields of clover we will ride on to Dover on our golden wedding day. Put on your old gray bonnet with the blue ribbons on it, and we'll hitch old Dobbin to the shade, old Dobbin to the shade. Through the fields of clover we will ride on to Dover on our golden wedding day. Through the fields of clover we will ride to Dover on our golden wedding day.
We have with us tonight, ladies and gentlemen, a man who is here for the express purpose of giving something away. My friend and able colleague, Andre Baruch.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, what I'm giving away is advice. For I know that at some time or other, there isn't one of you who won't need it. Whenever you're feeling headachy, sluggish, or logy, I advise you to put 2 teaspoonfuls of sal hepatica in a glass of water and drink it. And it's very important that it be sal hepatica. Because if you take something with a laxative action only, you have done nothing to help counteract gastric acidity. So it may be some time before you feel like your old normal self again. But when you take sal hepatica, you're getting double help. Because as so many physicians will tell you,
As a laxative, sal hepatica brings you speedy relief. As an antacid, sal hepatica counteracts gastric acidity. And naturally, that gives you a quick comeback.
so buy a bottle of sal hepatica from your druggist tomorrow. See how soon your head is clearer, your pep is back, and how fast you're on your toes again, thanks to the double help of sal hepatica.
Intelligent face, you have a disgraceful charm for me. You couldn't be keener, you look so fresh from the cleaner. You are the little grand slam I'll bring to my family. My ma will show you an album of me that'll bore you to tears. And you'll attract all the relatives we have touched for years and years. And what will they tell me? Exactly what will they tell me? They'll say you couldn't be nicer, couldn't be sweeter, couldn't be better, couldn't be smoother, couldn't be cuter, baby, than you are.
Ladies and gentlemen, Town Hall tonight will continue immediately after a short pause for your station identification. WEAF, New York.
Surely whoever put me to sleep should have awakened me there when they finished. Now, ladies and gentlemen, Peter Van Steeden, the Ipana Troubadours, the Town Hall Quartet, and I have just finished for you You Couldn't Be Cuter. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the mighty Alan R. Players. Tonight they offer a tribute to a popular radio comedian and present a musical tableau called This is the House That Jack Built. Overture, Peter. Every Sunday night during the past few months, radio listeners have been hearing about the house Jack Benny is building in Beverly Hills. We all know of the alleged progress that builders and termites have made. And between Jell-O commercials, Mr. Benny has boasted, with his California sun-kissed ego, that he and his violin will occupy their new home, as the escrow flies,
On May 18th, 1938. Ah, but Willie. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we bring you a cavalcade showing that down through the ages, the Bennies have been building houses they have never lived in, proving that a Benny has yet to cross the threshold of a dwelling and say to himself, "This is home, sweet home." The first Benny missed living in his own home in 200,000 B.C. He was a prehistoric ne'er-do-well. Gog Benny, a stone cutter. Gog lived in the swamp, and his days were spent chiseling words on rocks, for he was a Stone Age author whose light fiction even weighed 80 or 90 tons. One morning, Gog Benny was chipping away at a rock. A stranger stopped and spoke to him.
You Gog Benny?
Busy, writing sonnets.
Me from Stone Age Real Estate Corporation. You order company build you cave? Cave finished.
How much?
1 brontosaurus tusk down, 1 leopard tooth a week.
Too much. Offer half.
Stone Age Real Estate Corporation, 1 price company.
Dog Benny, 1 price too. Offer half.
Deal off.
Dog Benny stay in swamp. Spend life cutting stone.
Gog Benny will die as he lives. A chiseler.
Yes, the first Benny was a chiseler, and his parsimony kept him from moving into the cave he had ordered built by the Stone Age Real Estate Corporation. But the world spun on its dizzy way, and the next Benny to defile the pages of history turned up in the 12th century. Stradivarius Benny, a wandering violin player, ordered a house to be built in the little village of Pisa in Italy. The house was finally completed, and Michelangelo, the architect, called for Stradivarius Benny to show him his new home. The two men were walking along the Plaza del Broccoli. Stradivarius Benny spoke.
We have walked a great distance, Michelangelo. Your house, she's just around this corner, Signor Stradivarius. Where? Take a look, please, across the plaza.
Egad, that's not a house. It's a tower.
She's like a lighthouse, round and high.
Well, why did you build me this fancy chimney?
Because the Signor Benny is a cheap. I'm going to need 2,000 lira for bricks, you give me 50. I'm going to need 1,000 lira for shingles, you give me 15. I'm going to need 300 lira for cement. Signor Stradivarius puts a Benny, he's giving me nothing. What I can build, I'm a build. It's a tower.
Well, the price is right. I'll make it do.
Here, take a look inside. I'm going to open the door. Go in.
All right. Oh, help.
What's the matter for you?
I just stepped inside the door and the whole tower tipped to the side.
Yes, I know. Signor is too cheap to buy cement.
Look, the whole tower is leaning.
I suggested what I'm expecting.
What have you used for the foundation?
What I'm used? Jello.
And today, ladies and gentlemen, the house that was never lived in by Stradivarius Benny still has its Jello foundation, and it is called the Leaning Tower of Pisa. For 3 centuries, nothing is known of the Bennies, but in 1645 A.D., in the tiny town of Kirkintilloch in Scotland, one Jock McBenny, a bagpipe teacher, started to build his own shanty. He was almost finished. On the last day, he was hammering away.
Well, good morrow to you, Jack McBenny.
Aye. Good day, dear Mrs. McSpeckle.
It's a bunny house you're building.
Aye, it's bunny.
What are those 2 big holes in the roof?
One hole is the bathroom. When it rains, it's a shower bath.
Aye, but other hole?
That's the night reading room. I can read by the light of the moon. My house will be finished tomorrow.
Good. The whole village will be here for the housewarming, Jack.
Housewarming? I can build my own fires, Mrs. McSpeckle.
Housewarming is a celebration, Jack.
Celebration?
Aye. When a house is finished, folks gather from miles around to eat, drink, and be merry.
At whose expense?
At yours, Jack McBenny.
They eat my haggis and drink my spirits?
Aye, the minute your house is finished.
Then the house of Jack McBenny will never be finished, Mrs. McSpeckle.
But, Jack, the champion tightwad of Scotland gave a housewarming.
Then take a look at the new champion, Mrs. McSpeckle. It's Jack McBenny.
And Jock McBenney held the Teeth Wad Championship until his dying day. To save the price of a housewarming, he never moved into his house. Early in the 18th century, colonists started flocking to America. And in 1733, a Benny suddenly appeared as if by magic in Philadelphia. He was Truman Benny, a chime salesman, who was later to sell a cracked bell to the city. Truman and his wife, Faith Livingston, lived and died in Philadelphia. They begat many little Bennies who overran the city. And finally the state in which Philadelphia found itself was called Pennsylvania. In 1849, the gold rush started, and a cross-eyed Benny, one Snagtooth, got off the California Trail and ended up with his covered wagon at Waukegan, Illinois. Waukegan was a rip-snorting trading post. The fit survived. Dog ate dog and vice versa. And the villagers were so tough the babies were teased on each other. Snagtooth Benny decided to settle down in Waukegan. He paid a formal visit to the mayor.
Where's the mayor of Waukegan? I'm the mayor, stranger. Two-Gun Talk, it's the name. I'm Snagtooth Benny. I'm aiming to settle here in Waukegan. Man's got to be pretty tough to reside here, partner. Well, I'm so tough I got my boots laced with rattlesnakes. The buttons in my coat is black widow spiders, and I got a wildcat outside watching my duffel bag. A Boy Scout, eh? That's right. I'm aiming to get me a cabin here in Waukegan. Jesse James was telling me that none of you Bennies ever get to live in your own houses. Well, Snagtooth Benny is defying that tradition. I'm getting into my own shebang. Well, come on. I'll get your cabin next door. Let's go. Yes, sir. Cabins is mighty scarce here in Waukegan. This shebang next door empty? Nope, there's a couple living here. I'll see if they're to hunt. What do you think they'll vacate? I'll show you how we take care of the housing problem here in Waukegan.
Howdy, Mayor Tolkien.
Howdy, Mrs. Rumple. Where's your meat?
Musty is peeling a puma. Say, Musty.
Yeah?
Two-Gun Talk to see you.
Yeah, well, what's on your mind, Two-Gun?
As mayor of Waukegan, I'm renting this cabin to Snagtooth Benny.
But we're living here, Mayor.
Oh, yeah, you ain't putting me and Mrs. Rumpus out without a dispossess.
Here's your dispossessed, Musty. And here's your Mrs. Musty.
Oh.
And there's your cabin, Snagtooth. Thank you, Mayor Talcott. I appreciate your hospitality here, but I ain't so keen on your manners. What's wrong with Waukegan's manners, Snagtooth? You shouldn't have plugged the man to start, Two-Gun. Where I come from, it's ladies first. Them's fighting words, Snagtooth. And I'm a... Oh, you're dead, Benny. Jesse James was right. A Benny never gets to live in his own house.
And so the first Benny to come to Waukegan left in spirit without setting material foot inside of his house. Other Bennies came to Waukegan later, but they lived in parking spaces and formed little communities in pool rooms behind the 8-ball. In 1902, a J. Hamilton Benny went into politics. He ran for representative. All Waukegan was in the taxidermist that night to hear the election result.
Well, do you think you'll get in, J. Hamilton Benny? Anything short of unanimous will be a blow.
Quiet. Here come the election returns on the radio.
Cheerio. This is Broke Jefferson bringing you the final election return. Patrick Henry, 11,671 votes. J. Hamilton Benny, 7. Henry Clay Lemke, 1. J. Hamilton Benny decisively defeated for representative. Cheerio.
Oh, too bad, J. Hamilton Benny.
Oh, shame, Mr. Benny.
That's that fatal Benny curse. I should have run for the Senate. Why couldn't you be a representative, J. Hamilton? No Benny yet has been able to get into the House.
Hamilton Benny, a politician, told the truth. No Benny yet has ever gotten into the House. And today, May 18th, 1938 A.D., Jack Benny was supposed to move into his new house. We bring you a last-minute flash from Beverly Hills, showing exactly just what happened a few minutes ago. Jack and Mary approached the house with the builder.
The builder said,
Well, Mr. Benny, here's your house all finished.
Isn't it beautiful, Jack?
Yeah, it sure is. Let's look inside. I'll open the door.
Oh, you can't open the door, Mr. Benny.
Why not?
There's no doorknob.
Well, get one.
That's $2.
$2? Come on, Mary.
Oh, aren't we going into our new house, Jack?
No, we're going back where we came from. $2 for a doorknob.
But where are we free?
In the barn. My horse will have to move over.
So you... Mr. Benny is cursed. If it is a matter of letting go of $2, he will never live in his new house. He is just another Benny doomed to tread the path, worn thin through the ages by hundreds of Bennies who have never been able to live in any house they have planned. This is the story of the house that Jack built. The end. Let the skeleton of next week's show out of the closet, ladies and gentlemen. Andre would like to leave you with a fact, and I would like to express a hope.
Well, here's the fact, ladies and gentlemen. This is National First Aid Week. Why not check over your medicine cabinet now and get from your druggist the emergency supplies you may need in the middle of the night or in case of accident?
And here is the hope, ladies and gentlemen. We sincerely hope you've enjoyed Town Hall tonight. If you have, the friendliest and most substantial way you can say so is by your purchases and use of the two products that make all of our Wednesdays together possible.
Hypana toothpaste for the smile of beauty, Sal Hepatica for the smile of health. Hypana, Sal Hepatica.
Thank you, Andre. And don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, next Wednesday evening, Town Hall Tonight brings you comedy. Drama.
I can't stand it. For hours you've been kneeling at my feet.
Okay, lady, I'll get you another shoe salesman.
People you didn't expect to meet.
One of the last of the organ grinders. Tune in next week for the lowdown on this monkey business.
And music.
It couldn't be cuter. It's from the joy of living. Great day is from great day. This is the National Broadcasting Company. An hour of smiles in Town Hall tonight, folks. 60 minutes of fun and music brought to you by Hypana toothpaste and Sal Hepatica. Hypana for the smile of beauty, Sal Hepatica for the smile of health. Fun with our star comedian, Fred Allen. Music with Peter Van Steeden. New features, new laughs. It's Town Hall tonight. Listen to that crowd cheer Fred Allen as he heads his weekly parade to the old town hall. Fred's leading the band with an adding machine, followed by those unwelcome additions to the drama, the mighty Allen Art Players. Let's join that happy throng, folks. Everybody's going. Everybody's going. Here they come, the quintuplets.
Aren't the babies on exhibition this evening, Doctor?
No, madam. The little tots are busy at their radios. It's Town Hall tonight.
Farmers, what's the idea of putting a radio in your hen house, Clem?
Hens can learn plenty about laying eggs from that Allen, Zeb. It's Town Hall tonight.
G-Man. But this is hardly a case for the G-Man, lady.
It sure is. Those thieves stole my radio, Mr. Hilburn, at Town Hall tonight.
Well, here we are before the old town hall. And Peter is opening the show with Something Tells Me.
Something tells me I'm falling in love. Something tells me is sent from above, not the stars or the man in the moon. Oh, I'm certain they set the stage and open the curtain. Something tells me my waiting is through. I hope something is telling you too. Something whispers that we'll never part, and something tells me it's my heart. My waiting is through. I hope something is telling you too. Something whispers that we'll never part, and something tells me it's my heart.
Presenting that garrulous goof, gasping gay gargantuan guffle, gargling giggling gags, galvanic glorified guffaws, great neck schooner gooner, Fred Allen in person.
Thank you. I was just taking a digest nap there, Andre. Thank you, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Well, there's no word from Hodge White tonight, folks. We've just had a flash that the post office subpoenaed Hodge to get back its pen. So Hodge wasn't able to write out his announcement this week. So much for quill kleptomania going on around the country. And now for the town hall news. The curtain, Andre.
Coming right down, Fred.
The lights go out, and we bring you the latest news of the week.
The Town Hall News sees nothing, feels around for the news. New York City, New York. Mr. William F. Carey, Sanitation Commissioner, is starting to prepare a new set of titles for various ranks in the street cleaning department. The purpose of giving men in different branches of the street cleaning service titles is to add dignity to their positions and augment their morale. Town Hall News questioned several prominent citizens to check on public's reaction to titles for men who clean the city streets. Mr. Tim Titty Squirm, local politician, says,
I say the men who clean our city streets are entitled to as much respect as the men who clean our city treasury. If my bill goes through, every street cleaner will have a crest on his carts and a coat of arms.
What is the coat of arms, Mr. Squirm?
A mess of rubbish rampant on a field of manhole covers.
Oh, how picturesque, and thank you.
Mrs. Renfrew Van Ders, Park Avenue matron, says,
Street cleaners on Park Avenue should wear satin breeches and mess jackets. After all, one can't access swankier debris in the better neighborhoods. You can't tell what you'll pick up on Park Avenue. That's how I got my first husband. He was filthy, but with Luca.
Doberman Schwab, a street cleaner, says,
I've been motivating a broom on Broadway for 20 years, and all of a sudden they give me a title. Vice President in charge of Jetsam. First thing you know, they'll have me going over the streets with a vacuum cleaner. Excuse me, Bud, some bum just threw a racing form in the gutter.
If the standards of the street cleaning department are raised, and the men all have their titles, we may soon see the day when street cleaners' work will function on a higher plane. Town Hall News shows what may happen if street cleaning department goes high hat. The scene, a spot near Times Square. A woman is about to throw an orange peel into the street.
Hey, hold it, lady, just a minute.
Speaking to me, officer?
Yeah, what was you just going to do?
I was going to throw this orange skin in the gutter.
That's a trash felony, lady.
The street cleaner will pick it up in a minute.
Yeah, New York street cleaners is only making debris by appointment.
Well, what am I supposed to do, hold this orange skin in my hand?
No, lady, step over to the box. I'm getting you some service.
Oh.
Hello? Department of Sanitation? This is Officer Muldoon, corner of 45th and 6th. There's a lady here waiting to throw away a piece of orange peel.
The minute the phone message is received at the Department of Sanitation, a call is sent out over the special street cleaning shortwave set.
Calling all push cans. Calling all push cans. Report at once, 45th and 6th Avenue. Lady waiting to throw away a piece of orange peel. That is all.
The call is received by two rubbish contact men who have a radio set in their push can. A few seconds later, they report ready for action.
Well, here they come now, lady.
Gee, they're pushing that can like mad.
Put them all down. Yeah, boys.
We just got the SOS.
I'm Jones, officer, senior assistant contact man in charge of broom.
And I'm Gaffney, officer, second vice picker-upper in charge of shovel.
Well, glad to know you, boys.
Hey, what am I supposed to do with this orange peel?
Is this the lady you put in the car?
Oh, yeah, Sorrow. I didn't introduce you, boys. This is,
Minnie Pius. I'm from Bridgeport.
Glad to know you, Miss Pius.
Hiya, fellas. Now, what about my orange peel?
Is the second vice president in charge of shovel ready?
Standing by.
Is the senior assistant contact man in charge of broom on guard?
Standing by.
You can throw it down now, Miss Pius.
Here you are, boys. Share it among you.
Touche, Jones.
Touche, Gaff.
Some service, eh, Miss Pius?
Thank you, boys.
Thank you for your business, Miss Pius.
Well, we got a scram. We got a 1 o'clock appointment.
There's a new chock-full-of-nuts store opening on 42nd Street.
And the mayor's throwing out the first pistachio.
Say, is it the confetti you boys are cleaning up?
No, lady. It's the nuts.
New York City, New York. The New York, New Haven, and Hartford Railroad opens a new travel information bureau in the Grand Central Station with brief ceremonies. New bureau will supply information on areas served by New York, New Haven, and Hartford, and also give general travel service. The Town Hall News shows opening of the new Information Bureau. Take it away, Senator.
Thank you. I hereby christen you a font of travel information.
Well, I'm...
Information Bureau's open, folks. Come and get it.
Oh, clerk.
Yes, lady.
What time can I get a train for Albany?
Do you want to go on the 2-2 train, lady?
Never mind the baby talk. I got to get to Albany.
The train goes 2-2.
I know the train goes 2-2 and the automobile goes honk honk. But what time can I leave for Albany?
At 2 minutes past 2, lady.
Well, why didn't you say so? Of all this stupid...
Hey, Bart, give me a ticket and make it snappy.
A ticket to where?
Any place. I got business all over.
Well, the ticket window's to your left.
Oh, a wise guy, eh? Just for that, I'm taking a bus. I never see it.
Now, what is it, mister?
Hey,
I got 2 weeks' vacation. Where can I go? Well, that all depends on how much you want to spend. For $12, you can go to Maine. $12? Let me see.
Oh, Clarence.
Yes, lady.
Can I go to Syracuse by Buffalo?
It's quicker by train, lady.
Thank you.
Now, you say I can go to Maine for $12? Yes, sir. Old Orchard Beach, Portland, Booth Bay Harbor. $12 is a little too much. You can go to New Hampshire for $8. $8?
Oh, clerk.
Yes, sir.
Can you tell me if I can get a friend at Spieglegrass with Dorset and Nitrod on the Steadabout, please?
On track 7.
Thank you.
You said $8 to New Hampshire, mister? Yes, that's right. Well, $8 is a lot of money. You can go to Connecticut for $3.
Oh, pardon me, clerk.
Yes, lady.
Is the milk train in from Peekskill yet?
Just got in, lady.
Good. I want to get 2 quarts.
You said $3 to Connecticut, didn't you, buddy? Are you still here? Yeah, $3 is a lot of money to go to Connecticut. Well, you can go to Portchester for $2. $2, eh? You can go to New Rochelle for $1.50. You can go to Yonkers for $1. Where can I go for 85 cents? You can go to... I'm a minister. A minister? Yes. Where can I go for 85 cents? To the Paramount.
New York City, New York. A 2-day sale of period furniture held at the Park Burnett Galleries on Fifth Avenue brings total proceeds of over $22,000. The highlight of the auction was purchase of a Napoleonic gold snuff box for $500. Town Hall News shows candid camera shot of the snuff box being auctioned. The scene, the auction gallery.
Are you done? Sold to the lady with the toes coming out of her shoes. Next, I'm putting up this solid gold Napoleonic snuff box, used by Napoleon himself at Waterloo. What am I offered for Napoleon's snuff box, folks? This lid opens up. What am I offered? Gesundheit. $500. Gesundheit. Sold. Gesundheit.
New York City, New York. MGM presents one of the outstanding pictures of the season at a leading Broadway theater. The film, Yellow Jack, is hailed as artistic success by press and public. Town Hall News presents a 10-second preview of this picture, Yellow Jack. Yellow Jack.
Why ain't you playing your violin in public these days, Mr. Benny? I'm afraid. Yellow Jack, huh?
And now the Merry Macks, ladies and gentlemen. The Merry Macks learned to sing in a hammock, and they've been swinging ever since. Tonight they swing I'm Forever Blowing Bubbles.
I'm forever blowing bubbles, pretty bubbles in the air. They fly so high, nearly reach the sky, and in my dreams they'll fade and die. Fortune's always hiding. I've looked everywhere. I'm forever blowing bubbles, pretty bubbles in the air. I'm forever blowing bubbles, pretty bubbles in the air. They fly so high, nearly reach the sky, and in my dreams they'll fade and die. Fortune's always hiding. I've looked every good where. I'm forever blowing bubbles, pretty bubbles in the air. I'm forever blowing bubbles in the air. Fortune's always hiding away from me. I've looked everywhere, but I just keep on blowing bubbles. I'm forgetting all my little troubles. I'm forever, ever, and ever blowing bubbles in the air.
Once again, Town Hall, not to be outdone by any other news-gathering agency, Scoops America. Scoop! Monday, May 30th is Decoration Day on Scoop. And Saturday, we'll see an army of vacationing weekenders on the march. For their benefit, we have a few timely suggestions as to equipment. The seashore calls for a bathing suit, possibly a water wing or two.
But look, Fred, there's always the possibility we might have a cold spell.
Well, in that case, a jigsaw puzzle is the very thing. For a motor trip, or for a sojourn in the mountains.
I don't see how you can be specific about that, Fred. It might rain, you know.
Well, you're not very helpful, are you, Mr. Baruch? Isn't there anything in the way of equipment I might suggest to vacationists that will win your wholehearted support?
Why, certainly, Fred. You could suggest taking along a bottle of Sal Hepatica, because Sal Hepatica will help you feel your best, so you'll get the most out of your holiday. But when you go away, ladies and gentlemen, the food and drinking water is different. You'll have to eat irregularly or to get too much exercise. And things like that very often upset your system and spoil your whole weekend. It's easy to understand because under those conditions, two things are usually present: accumulated weight and gastric acidity. And as millions know, a sparkling glass of Sal Hepatica is ideal to take then for this reason.
As a laxative, Sal Hepatica brings you quick relief. As an antacid, Sal Hepatica counteracts gastric acidity. And because of this double help, Sal Hepatica gives you a fast comeback.
So buy a bottle of Sal Hepatica tomorrow at your nearest drugstore. Take it any time you feel sluggish and under par. You'll be surprised how quickly you'll be back on your toes again, thanks to the double help of Sal Hepatica.
Peter Van Steeden and the Ipana Troubadours have just finished welding their version of Siboney. And that wasn't welding the right word, Peter? It was hot enough to weld, wasn't it? And now, ladies and gentlemen, I know you didn't expect to meet...
Whom are we meeting tonight, Fred?
Well, it's a long story, Andre. Some months ago, an anti-noise campaign was started here in New York City. Taxi drivers' horns were muffled, peanut stand whistles were muted, and all of the sidewalk maestros, men who spread the gospel of symphony in backyards and side streets, were banished from the city. These were the hand organ men, Andre.
Say, that's right. I haven't heard a hand organ in New York for months.
No, I know, and I'll bet there are hundreds of people around the town who'd give anything to hear a hand organ ringing clear this evening. And that is why I've invited as our guest one of the last of that vanishing race, the organ grinders. And I know, ladies and gentlemen, that tonight you didn't expect to meet Mr. Alfred Fiorello. Good evening, Mr. Fiorello.
Good evening, Fred.
Alfred, I'm a little disappointed. I thought you'd bring your monkey along.
I got the monkey with me.
Fine. Well, I thought perhaps you were going to ask me to sit up on your hand organ and sort of fill in, as it were.
One monkey is a plenty.
What? One monkey. Well, if you have the monkey, where is he? Have you got him in your back pocket?
No, I carry him in this bag under my coat, see?
Oh, under your coat, huh? Well, sure enough, Mr. Fiorella has the monkey in a canvas bag that hangs down over one shoulder onto his hip. You see, from what I saw just a second ago, your monkey is certainly a robust-looking specimen, Alfred.
Yes, we both feel fine.
And you both look in the pink. But tell me, how long have you been regaling the world with your pavement Wurlitzer and your little Darwinian tidbit?
35 years.
35 years. Say, if all of the tunes you've played were laid end to end, Grover Whalen would have sufficient music to see him through the World's Fair, and enough left over for the workmen to whistle while they're putting Flushing back the way they found it. But getting back to our business, Alfred, do you train your own monkeys?
Yes, I train 40 or 50 monkeys.
You have trained 40 or 50. Well, is it difficult to train a monkey?
No, a monkey can do anything a 5-year-old boy can do.
Except to grow up to be president, of course.
You never can tell, Fred.
You never can. How devastatingly true. But does it take long for you to train a monkey?
About 1 year.
1 year. Well, how do you teach him his tricks?
I do it, and then the monkey do it.
You do it first, and then they... Well, what are some of the tricks you've taught your monkey?
He smoke a pipe, wear glasses, ring the bell, and shakes hands.
You know, I know a vice president right in this building who has the same repertoire. As soon as they can teach him to stay awake at conferences, he's a cinch to be promoted. But tell me, Alfred, how often do you feed your monkey?
3 times a day, same as me.
What does he eat, coconuts and bananas?
No, he eats what I eat.
He eats what you... Well, I didn't know that a monkey would eat minestrone soup and chicken cacciatore.
Oh, and spaghetti.
And spaghetti, too. Well, how does he eat spaghetti? With a fork?
No, he suck it up like this.
Well, I used to inhale spaghetti that way, but the ends always flapped in my eyes. Gosh, I used to see grated cheese spots, and my astigmatism would be au gratin for days. But say, isn't the monkey getting heavy in that little pouch there?
No, I carry him around all day.
And your hand organ, too?
Yes, Fred.
Well, how many tunes have you got trapped in your melody vault there now?
Here's a list.
This is a list of the numbers, huh? Tramp, Tramp, Beautiful Ohio, River Shannon, and My Wild Irish Rose. Well, this sounds like the hit parade from 1897. Don't you ever change your score?
Never.
I see. You just keep playing the River Shannon till you wear it down to a creek, huh?
That's right.
Well, where do you get these organs?
Down to Jim Molinari in Brooklyn.
Jim Molinari in Brooklyn. I must stop over and get measured for one for the spring before I go home. Well, do you travel around a lot with your monkey and your music?
Yes, I go all over.
You go all over. Wouldn't it be easy for you to keep your hand organ in a big city like New York?
New York, no good for a hand organ grind. They give me summons.
They give you the summons? Yes, I guess the only time New Yorkers hear hand organ music today is when they go out of town to buy their cigarettes. But you used to be welcome in New York, Alfred.
Yes. What became of the Tammany?
What became of the hand organ?
Yes.
That became of Tammany, Alfred. But you're all tanned up. Where have you been giving recitals all winter? Down south?
In the winter, I go south for the monkey help.
For the monkey's help. Well, how about your own?
With me, the monkey comes first.
The monkey comes first. Well, so some people contend. Well, it's nice of you. It's nice of you to consider the welfare of your silent partner. And it's certainly been a pleasure to go over the simian and hand organ situation with you, Alfred. And before you go, I wonder if you'd play us a little sonata on your gutter Steinway there.
Sure, Fred. There's a cop over there?
No, there's no cop in the studio, Alfred. That boy, the one you see there, that's a Radio City page boy. That badge he has on is really a Distinguished Service Medal. He saw action at a Toscanini broadcast. He was later decorated upstairs and a new ramrod put in his coat.
Okay.
Now, if you get the monkey out of the bag, I'll watch out for the Lord.
Okay.
All right. You want to take the monkey Bobby out now? You want to take him out?
Yeah.
Perfectly all right. What are you going to play for us? There he is.
Whatever comes out, I play.
Whatever comes out, you're going to play, hey? Peter, you better pull up a chair and learn something here. Well, say, that was fine. The sidewalks of New York. But you'd never recognize the sidewalks of New York on 6th Avenue with all the wood they've got out there now. Say, as long as you've got the monkey out, would you have him do one or two of those tricks you showed me at rehearsal?
Sure.
You will, huh? Well, how about the Mussolini salute? Could he do that?
Mussolini.
Well, that's very good. Now, how about the worried businessman, Alfred, that other imitation?
Sure.
The tired businessman? He's walking up and down with his hands behind his back with a little derby on. Looks strangely like someone I know. Well, thanks a lot, Alfred. That sort of livened things up for us. And thank you a lot for this little visit. And, wait a minute. Folks, the monkey is up on my shoulders investigating my scalp here, so I'm bidding Mr. Fiorello a messy adieu. Thank you. I thought the monkey had something there for a second or so. And now the town... He could probably do more with my head than I'm doing with it. And now the Town Hall Quartet, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight the boys enlist vocally for one verse and two choruses to sing There's Something About a Soldier.
When they march down the street, people stand on their feet. They love to see a soldier. Oh, they jump on your chest, you fall in with the rest. You want to see a soldier, you will run half a mile, but it's well worth your while, because somebody has told you that in the palace yard, you see the changing of the guard. Oh, how you run to see a soldier, because there's something about a soldier, something about a soldier, something about a soldier that is fine, fine, fine. He may be a great big general, maybe a sergeant major, maybe a simple private on the line, but there's something about his bearing, something in what he's wearing, something about his buttons all a shine, shine, shine. Oh, a military chest seems to suit the ladies best. There's something about a soldier that is fine, fine, fine. There's something about a soldier, something about a soldier that is fine, fine, fine. He may be a great big general, maybe a sergeant major, but he's fine, fine, fine. And there's something about his bearing, something in what he's wearing, something about his buttons all a shine, shine, shine. Oh, a military chest seems to suit the ladies best. There's something about a soldier. There's something about a soldier. There's something about a soldier that is fine, fine, fine.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this season of the year...
Pardon me, Mr. Allen, but may I use this microphone for a minute? You see, I'm a school teacher, and I'd like to...
Oh, I get it. And you want the microphone to scare your class into turning off the radio and settling down to their homework.
Oh, no, Mr. Allen. I'd just like to remind the parents of school children how important good dental habits are.
Well, don't you think most parents nowadays know all about that?
Well, in a general way, yes. But that's not enough. For instance, we drill the children in the proper use of the toothbrush and the importance of massage to sound teeth and healthy gums. But I think a lot of men and women are apt to overlook that. Don't you agree with me, Mr. Baruch?
Why, yes, indeed. Sound teeth and healthy gums are why we constantly urge the daily use of Ipana toothpaste and gum massage. For it's a fact, ladies and gentlemen, that teeth are seldom sound and sparkling when gums are tender and undernourished. And the modern, well-cooked foods we eat, delicious as they are, do not give our gums the toning and exercise they need for firmness and health. Fortunately, we can help make up for that lost work and stimulation by doing as so many dentists advise.
Every time you brush your teeth with Ipana toothpaste, put a little extra Ipana on your fingertip or on a new double-duty toothbrush and massage it on your gums.
That's the modern way to help promote solid, healthy gums and sparkling, lustrous teeth. For that's exactly what Ipana and massage is designed to do. So why not start tomorrow to make your smile more attractive? One you can be really proud of. Put your druggist and buy a tube of Ipana toothpaste. Town Hall tonight continues immediately after a short pause for your station identification.
Peter Van Steeden and the Ipana Troubadours have just played part of Good Morning. Now, on Sunday morning here at the Town Hall, the Hay Fever Guild will meet for pollen drill.
Mr.
And
Allen! Mr.
Now, quiet.
Allen!
The acoustics bruise easily here. I may have to dab some minute rub on the walls if the acoustics sort of...
Hello?
Well, sir, they laughed when I said the magician's hair was coming out. They didn't know I was going to pull his rabbit out of the hat. If it isn't, well, you have to make faces with a joke like that. A poor old joke like that, you drag it out, you have to help it as much as you can. What I really should do is hide that monkey on me and let it out on rare occasion. Well, if it isn't, what's her name?
Yes, Mama sent me out to get a golf club.
Well, don't tell me your mother's taking up that rollicking game of meadow badminton.
No, but our baby swallowed a golf ball.
A golf ball, and your mother is...
Mama's going to spank it with a niblick.
Well, you'd better get right home and caddy for your mother. The baby might turn out to be a tough course, you know.
Hello, Portman.
Pardon me, but I never speak to strange men at microphones.
Portland, this is Andre Baruch. Andre's taking Harry Von Zell's place, remember?
Oh, yes. Hello, Andre. Gosh, you were swell last week.
Yes.
Thank you, Portman. Hello, fans.
Hello, Peter.
Optimist in the plural, yes. Not stuffed Van Steeden.
It isn't Benny Goodman.
Well, you could be with the top of your head going into that big apple.
Be careful. You know what you got from Jack Benny Sunday night.
And did I laugh when Jack beat Mr. Allen up on his program?
Say, I nearly passed out when Fred started crying.
Yeah? When I started crying, dubbed in a cry for me. How did Benny beat me up? In effigy. And at that, he had to make me a little boy in his sketch before he could do it.
You can't take it even as a kid.
Well, Benny better not start anything with me, or Jell-O's going to have 8 delicious flavors.
What 8, Fred?
What?
I said, what 8?
Well, out to strawberry, raspberry, cherry, orange, lemon, lime, and black and blue.
You shouldn't fight with Jack now. He's pretty weak going on that
He's
diet.
always weak.
Say, I wonder why Paramount made Jack cut down on his food.
Well, he's making the picture for his room and board. And Paramount caught him overdoing the latter. Why, they tell me a waiter walked into the commissary one day with 15 meatballs, and Benny ran pool before the waiter could set down the plate.
Benny's better in pictures than you are for my money.
Oh, yes? Who won the Academy Award last year?
Spencer Tracy.
And I know Spencer Tracy better than Benny does.
So what does that prove?
It proves that if Benny keeps making pictures, he's going to make fresh air fiends out of a lot of theater goers.
You can say what you want, but I thought Jack was swell as Tom Sawyer Sunday.
Tom Sawyer. He played the part like one of the Finn boys.
Huckleberry?
No, Mickey. Beating me up as a kid. Why, I could have met him in a day nursery and licked him with open safety pins at 10 paces. I hope this is someone who knows Benny or a safety pin. Come in.
So I'm going first. No, I was going first.
And I am saying ladies first.
Now, wait a minute, just a minute. What is this?
We happen to be looking for a certain potter. Allen is the name.
Such a party is on the premises?
This is Mr. Allen, folks.
So I will do the talking. No, go boy. Lapidus will do the talking.
So I am tongue-tied, maybe. I could do the talking.
Now, look. To settle this, I will do the talking. What is it you folks want?
Harry Von Zell. Such a party is in the vicinity.
Harry's away on his vacation.
What is Goldberg telling you, Lapidus?
So now I'll do the talking.
Goldberg will do the talking. So who is paying salaries?
Lapidus.
So who will do the talking?
Lapidus.
Think of.
Well, I still don't know.
Lapidus will explain. But Harry Von Zell is dealing with the deli. You could use maybe some talent.
What is it you do, Mr. Lapidus?
You are now looking on Lapidus and his little Dixie minstrels. Oh, I'm from Dixie, so he's from Dixie, oh, so we're from Dixie, too.
Even if it was on key, I wouldn't like it. Now, don't tell me this is a minstrel show.
Why, we'll have you all to know Real is coming direct from down yonder in the sunny south.
I am Sugarfoot Lapidus. So honor and eggman on Lapidus' combination, showboat and pawn shop. Introducing myself, Lessers Goldberg. Ta-da!
You are a minstrel too, Lasses?
What else? I'm putting on the face black and making like a darky. How come you all and likewise and stuff like that?
So no one is presenting me?
Are you with the minstrel?
I am Honey Bernstein, the darling of the Mississippi. Up and down the Mississippi, Honey Bernstein is going like a seagull.
Do you do anything else besides the minstrel show?
Sugarfoot Lapidus' Little Dixie Minstrels is presenting all sorts of attractions. For example, this evening in Natchez, Mississippi, we are opening with Uncle Tomaszewski's cabin.
Between the acts, Honey Bernstein as Little Lever is singing Carry Me Back to Virginia with Hot Legs.
And Sugarfoot Lapidus is playing the villain, Simon Simon Legree.
Where did you play next, Lasses?
Next, we all is ringing up in Wigsburg.
Sands is making it Honey Bernstein night.
Yes, we are putting on 10 nights in a delicatessen.
Where did you finish your season?
At Bastrop, Arkansas.
By special permission with Gilbert and Solomon, we are putting on HMS Pinafore.
And Honey Bernstein is making with a solo. I'm for little butterscotch, for little butterscotch.
Never mind the reason. We'll skip the reason. This is all very entertaining, folks, but what do you want from me?
Lapidus' little Dixie Minstrels is here to go on the radio.
Can you give an audition, Mr. Lapidus?
What else? The curtain is going up on the opening chorus.
Happy down south in the land of cotton, good times there is good fun. Now look away, look away, look away. Articulate.
Gentlemen, be sitting. Well, Mr. Bones, so how you feeling?
I'm feeling like a small herring.
So, how is this?
I'm a little pickled.
Yes. So, now it's about the laughing. After the laughing, I am saying, so how it's feeling by you all, Timbo?
Well, sir, I was sick until I seen my congressman.
He is making you all feel better?
Sure enough. Now I'm getting a little relief.
So now Sugarfoot Lapidus is singing.
No, he's not.
Am I to construing that Lapidus' little Dixie Minstrels is not going on the radio?
Over my dead body.
So who could wait so long?
Quiet, all. So Honey Bernstein is having the last word.
No, let's just go by just having the last
No,
word.
And I say Sugarfoot Lapidus is having the last word.
No, you're all wrong. Portland has the last word. Portland.
Sally? How?
We've just had a request from a lady in the front row who wasn't paying attention when the Merrimack sang a little while ago. The lady has asked the Merrimacks to sing Giannina Mia. Just made it.
I adore you, Giannina Mia. More and more. I adore you, Giannina Mia. Queens there have been who in ages of old shone more resplendent with jewels and gold. Precious jewels not half so rare, dear, as the splendor of your wondrous hair, dear. For I simply adore you, Giannina Mia. More and more, I adore you, Giannina Mia. Queens there have been who lived in the deep dark ages of old, and they shone much more resplendent with jewels and gold. Precious jewels not half so rare, dear, as the splendor of your wondrous hair, dear. For I simply adore you, Giannina Mia. More and more, I adore you, Giannina Mia. My heart is your throne, dear. My heart is your throne, dear. There you shall rule alone,
This morning, ladies and gentlemen, while thumbing my way through a calendar, I was brought up with a start to learn that yesterday was the anniversary of the first use of the telegraph. Well, as I often say, times do change. In the old days, when you had an important message to deliver, it took an awful lot of, and a considerable number of, to get your point across. But nowadays, all you need is a microphone and Andre Baruch.
And the important message, ladies and gentlemen, concerns you and how Sal Hepatica can
help you feel at your best every day. Now, suppose you wake up tomorrow feeling headachy and logy. You'll probably take a laxative. But think now about what you'd take then. For if you take something with a laxative action only, you will be doing nothing to help counteract gastric acidity. But if you take a sparkling glass of Sal Hepatica, you'll be getting double help. For as so many physicians will tell you,
as a laxative, Sal Hepatica removes accumulated waste both quickly and gently. And as an antacid, Sal Hepatica counteracts gastric acidity at the same time. And naturally, that gives you a fast comeback.
So buy a bottle of Sal Hepatica from your druggist first thing tomorrow. Put 2 teaspoonfuls in a glass of water and drink it any time you feel sluggish and under fire. See how soon your head is clear and your pep is back when you rely on the double help of Sal Hepatica.
Stephen, the Ipana Troubadours and the Town Hall Quartet have just played and sung for you in a little Dutch kindergarten. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the mighty Allen Art Players. This is the only company to ever play Trelawney of the Wells in the Dust Bowl and have the wells dry up on Trelawney during the first act. Tonight they present a sluggish racetrack mystery called Who Stole the Favorite? Or One Long Pan Had His Hands Tied. Still, he was feeling his oats. Overture, Peter.
Mrs. Jitney's residence.
Good evening. I'm Professor Spavin.
Is Mrs. Jitney expecting you?
Yes, I've come to question Mrs. Jitney about her horse, Dog Biscuit.
Ah, yes. Dog Biscuit is racing Rear Admiral tomorrow.
Oh, Metcalf, someone for me.
Professor Spavin is here to see you.
Oh, how do you do? Sit down, Professor Spavin.
Oh, thank you, Mrs. Jitney. The Equine Neurological Institute wants to psychoanalyze Dog Biscuit before the big race with Rear Admiral tomorrow.
Oh, very well. Oh, Metcalf.
Yes, Mom?
Go out to the stable and convey to Dog Biscuit that he's to be psychoanalyzed.
Very good, Mom.
Dog Biscuit's a most unusual horse, Professor. His mentality is amazing.
There's talk about the paddock, Mrs. Jitney. The Dog Biscuit actually reads.
Words of one syllable, yes.
Oh.
And Dog Biscuit is crazy about the movies.
Has he a favorite movie star?
Yes, Dorothy Lemaire.
Well, I can't wait to psychoanalyze your horse, Mrs. Jitney.
Mrs. Jitney! Oh, Mrs. Jitney!
He's disappeared.
Who, Metcalf?
Dog Biscuit, Mom. He's disappeared.
Why, he's been horse-nabbed.
What about the big race with Rear Admiral tomorrow?
Dog Biscuit has got to be found at once.
We must notify the constabulary.
Oh, this is awful.
Calling all cars, calling Detective One Long Pan. Racehorse Dog Biscuit stolen on eve of race with Rear Admiral. Report to Mrs. Larry Bain Jitney. Shake it up, Long Pan. Snoop around the stable. See what's in the wind. Calling One Long Pan. Report at once.
Come in.
Greetings, hi-ho, kitty. Detective One Long Pan on job. Makes things come pronto. Hi-ho, hi-ho. I love a Minsky show. A Minsky show, I always go hi-ho.
Who is this person, Metcalf?
I say, if you're leaving samples of egg bouillon...
Bouillon you, Mr. Flunky.
I command you to eject this bounder, Metcalf.
Oh, wet calf inject flounder. Long Pan may be poor fish, but not flounder. The camels are coming. We're sure to have soup. The camels are coming. Boop-boop-a-doop. The camels are coming.
Why, this man is an imbecile.
A positive nitwit. Just what is your business here, jaundiced one?
I am Detective One Long Pan. Chinese fellow pants.
You mean you're the detective they sent to find my Dog Biscuit?
Exactly. You lose Dog Biscuit the way there?
Yes. Have you any clues?
Very simple. Kiddie stuff. X-ray dog, find Dog Biscuit every time. Case solved. So long.
Why, where did he go?
Oh, the lunatic.
Hi-ho, cheerio.
Are you back again?
You bet. A long time forget important business. You mail reward care YWCA.
What? The YW is the girls' club, alien.
You bet. A long time part-time gigolo. So long.
Come back here, you pigtailed moron.
You better come back, cutie pie. You make a little neck honey clam.
But I say you haven't solved the mystery.
Dog Biscuit is the name of my racehorse.
Yes, and why don't you start detecting, you Shanghai Babbitt?
Shanghai Babbitt.
Yes. Dog Biscuit has got to race Rear Admiral tomorrow. If my horse defaults, I'll be locked out of Belmont.
Very good. A long time swish into action. First require description, missing horse.
Dog Biscuit is a white stallion with black spots very close to his mane.
Hog Flisket, night scallion, black spats on varicose vein.
He has wide legs and big teeth, very yellow.
Fried eggs, a pig's feet, a cherry jello. Maybe find horse in Frigidaire.
Oh, ridiculous. This is the work of some crooked gambler.
You bet. Maybe Nick the Flake. Important clue. Horse not rambler, victim crooked gambler. Oh, rambler gambler. Long pan China Irving Berlin. Come on along. Here Confucius, lifetime band. Come on along there.
If you're not the silliest. What was that?
That was a knock on door. Long pan solve mystery every time. You open door, what waff? Maybe important clue.
Righto.
Yes? What is it?
I hear there's been a horse stealer in these parts, lady.
Who are you?
I'm the Lone Ranger. If Dog Biscuit can't race, I can rent you my horse, Silver.
If Long Pan fails, I'll do it.
Silver rents for $20 an hour.
I'll give you 10.
20's the union scale, lady.
Has the Lone Ranger a union?
You bet. CIO Silver!
I say, the solitary Mountie.
Quiet, flunky. Long pan close in. Who last see missing horse, Dog Biscuit?
My butler, Metcalf.
Yes, I brought Dog Biscuit his supper about an hour ago.
Very good. What horse eat for supper? Maybe clue.
Well, for an appetizer, he had an oat pan dowdy.
Atomizer, goat, can
For an entree, carrot Suzette.
That the music.
The main course was bran ragout.
Then the glue, dangerous then the glue.
And for dessert, alfalfa souffle.
Oh, alfalfa souffle. Yum, yum, delicious. No coffee?
No, a demi-bucket of barley water.
Oh, demi-bucket barley water. Lucky horse. Eat better than one long pan.
Why not? Could you win the Santa Anita handicap?
Well, who knows, Mrs. Smarty? Long pan never try. What Dog Biscuit do after supper?
He listened to the radio for a while.
Aha. Horse like radio. Important clue.
Yes, before going to bed, Dog Biscuit always listened to the Barn Dance and Eddie Cantor cultural programs.
Very good. Aha! Knock at door. Very significant. Entree. Aha, who are you, Mr. Knock on Door?
Hey, was the Lone Ranger just here?
Yes.
That's all I want to know. Silver Cup bread is the big streamlined loaf. And I want...
Hold on. Who are you, Silver Cup?
Oh, I always come after the Lone Ranger.
For what?
To read the commercial. Silver Cup bread is
Go
the finest...
away, take a walk. You take a walk. One along pan, waste no time. Slam door, two now.
You've got to do something, Long Pan.
You better do something. Long pan, go to town. Investigate Sheena Klein. Where's your stable?
It's right out here.
But let's go. Oh, my, it's dark out here.
I can't see the path to the stable.
Long pan detective. Long pan find stable. Take a deep breath. You turn left. You catch him.
Oh, yes, here it is. Now open the stable door, Metcalf.
Righto. Wait, I shall switch on the light.
Fancy stable. Duplex stall, both empty. Who occupies second stall?
That used to be Queenie's.
Queenie?
Yes, she was a mare I used to race. I sold her a few weeks ago.
Aha! Sale of them. Important clue. When you sell Queenie, dog biscuit, carry torch, maybe?
Oh, he was quite upset, yes.
Upset.
We showed movies in the stable that night, and he kept whinnying at Katharine Hepburn.
Very significant. Oh, so significant. Long pan examine dog biscuit stall. Oh, very fancy. Oh, high class. Silk line oat bag. Chromium shoe tree for horseshoe. Picture on wall.
Yes, that's Clem McCarthy.
Oh, Clem. From your Clem to dog biscuit. Personal autograph. What is empty picture here, flame here?
Queenie's picture was in that frame.
Good heavens, it's gone.
Dog biscuit have a sweet patootie picture installed?
Yes, after Queenie was sold, I had to put her picture there to quiet Dog Biscuit.
Very significant. Who leave this newspaper on floor?
Oh, that's today's Times. Dog Biscuit insisted upon browsing over his press clippings daily.
You see, paper torn. A radio page missing.
Is that important, Long Pants?
You bet the long pants. Short pants under long pants. You got radio installed here?
Yes, it's right here.
Long pan turn on. Important clue on radio. Certain program.
But what can a radio program have to do with Dog Biscuit?
You keep skirt on, Missy. You listen.
This is station PDQ. We now present that popular program, We the People. Thank you, Mr. Sparks. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we bring you the most unusual attraction We the People has ever offered. A broken-hearted lover is here in our studio, sobbing over the picture of his missing sweetheart. You are going to hear this remarkable Romeo sob out a plea for his lost Juliet. And here he is, Dog Biscuit, speaking to his Queenie. We the people need.
Oh, you see?
That was my Dog Biscuit, my Dog
You
Biscuit.
bet the dog biscuit. Turn later off.
Righto.
Mystery solved. Long pan never fail.
And Dog Biscuit will race tomorrow?
No, dog biscuit not lace tomorrow. Double cross, one long pan. Spoil sketch this week. Dog biscuit not race. Dog biscuit, go long pan tomorrow. Go personally. Speak a dog biscuit spoil sketch.
But, Long Pan, how did you know you'd find my horse Dog Biscuit on the radio?
Very simple, Mr. Jitney. Aesop say. Anytime horse missing, tune in any sponsor program. Sure to hear plug. Long pan hot tonight, maybe fire tomorrow, but hot tonight. gentlemen, before we show you a few rough sketches of next week's Design for Laughing, Andre Baruch would like to leave you with this thought.
Every time you buy and use Ipana and Sal Hepatica, ladies and gentlemen, you are not only enjoying the extra benefits of an ideal toothpaste and an ideal laxative, but you are also showing us in the most friendly way possible that you appreciate these Wednesdays with Fred Allen and want them to continue. So thanks for remembering Ipana for the smile of beauty, Sal Hepatica for the smile of health. Ipana, Sal Hepatica.
Thank you, Andre. And don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, next Wednesday evening, Town Hall Tonight brings you comedy. Drama.
I'll never marry you, Rudolph. You're leading a double life.
Can I help it if I'm a stand-in for Robert Taylor?
People you didn't expect to meet.
A man who will imitate any dancing star you name and reproduce their dances with his fingers. Don't miss him.
And music.
This is the National Broadcasting Company.